Bye bye.
There we
Hello.
go.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hello, Dungeons and Dragons enjoyers, and Dungeons and more dungeons.
Hey, you got some dragons in my dungeon.
Yes, it's an unfortunate epidemic, but we're going to work our way through it with some no dragons, no dungeons, but both.
Yes.
We have the beginning of Chapter 4, which I am not 100% sure what I'm going to name the chapter yet. Maybe this session might dictate it, depending on how things play out. Shocking.
I've got a preliminary one for you.
I'm listening.
In Big Ship.
Oh, God.
Because it a pun on something else.
Well, that would be a good episode title, but probably not the entire chapter title.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably a good episode title, maybe. But, I'm going to let you guys take over in just a second and obviously start your role plays. But last session, you guys explored and mostly cleared out the Yuan-Ti ruin, leaving quite a number of things left untouched and left behind. And you eagerly teleported... No, yeah, you did. You teleported to the Wade's Rest ship with the intention of going to the Ivory Sands outpost to collect your ship, the new ship that you obtained via Wish through the genie that you met on Underbelly Descent. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm allergic to wood.
Cool. Eventually, after
That's why.
after scaring your crew a little bit by appearing on the ship, you eventually sailed your way to Ivory Sands outpost, where you found out from the dockmaster that a ship had indeed parked itself out of the blue about a mile down coast, and was described to have had no crew but some automatons on board, which did make some air fist pumps from one here, Josiah. Taking your ship down and boarding it. Oh no, you didn't. You walked down. You left your current ship, your small ship, Wade's Rest. You left that docked up and you walked down.
We used the thingy boat. We used the foldable boat.
Oh, you did. You used your foldable boat, yeah, which something you
foldable.
found. Yeah, the foldable. The foldable.
Foldable.
Yeah, we got a nice little haul.
Yeah, they missed quite a lot, but they did get a couple of decent things.
Cool.
You've got a bag of holding, a bag of tricks, a foldable boat, and some spell scrolls, I believe, as well. I've got a couple of spell scrolls in my thing. I think that's pretty decent.
Getting on board the ship, you were greeted by automatons that seemingly recognized Josiah as the current proprietor, owner, however you want to say it. Explained that there was a sale notice on the ship's wheel. And everyone got a little excited for a moment, having realized that the ship is here, and just looking at the sheer magnitude and impressiveness. This is a warship, and that boasts 20 cannons, 10 on each side, 5 on each deck on each side. It boasts a crew of 60 automatons with the intention of 30 being active at any one time. It looks to be made of relatively hard wood. It's not as quick as Wade's Rest because of its sheer volume and mass, but it is impressive. It seems to be fully stocked with black powder, cannonballs, and at the moment food and water, which obviously will get used up much quicker. Looking at the sale notice of the ship was sold to Josiah for a single copper piece from the Lords of the Thorned Crown in Salzia.
My legal surname in the backstory I sent to you, session 071, is Josiah Leach.
Oh yeah, I didn't look, but that's a good point. Yeah, it would have said, sold to Josiah Leach for 1 copper from the Lords of the Thorned Crown. Which, for those that were understandably knowledgeable of what the Thorn Crown are, which I believe was just Nivara, she's aware it's more of a rogue state at the moment that currently went through like a coup revolt against the monarchy there, and is currently a rather inhospitable place and quite unwelcoming to certain folks.
It happened a few hundred years ago, didn't it? If that makes sense.
About a century. It's about a century. rough.
In terms of
guesstimation.
years,
Yeah. Because the current
I thought
campaign.
Salzian happened like
No.
300 years ago.
No, the current campaign is 3722. The old campaign.
3158. It's
It is. Holy shit! It was a lot more than I remember.
Yeah, like 500 years ago.
Oh,
It would
okay.
make sense that Elsa would remember. Yeah, Salzia was
I
3158. Multistor is 3674. Brielle was 3693. And Shock Jade was 3722.
Do you want to amend that date, Danny, or are we sticking with
Yeah,
that?
do you want me to change it?
No. That is the date. I just got it wrong. I mean, it's
Okay.
the Salzia is still in a state of issues.
I imagine there's like
it's
there's
generational now.
resistances. Yeah, and it's just becoming
Yeah, you
like,
would
problem
hopefully
after problem.
expect that after such a long period of control in such a negative way, that you would hope that there are probably resistance cells, rebels, and things like this that are probably trying to sow the seeds of revolution. But
Mhm.
at the moment, the Thorn Crown are a very strong collective of noble families and collectively rule the country through means of like a council that they appointed themselves as. It's not democratic in any way. It is dictator.
Tyrannical.
Yeah.
Oligarchy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, oligarchy is a good shout. I think it would probably.
An authoritarian oligarchy.
I'm not too knowledgeable of leadership descriptors, so I'll just believe that's correct.
Oligarchies
Lords in
rule over a
control.
small amount of people,
Yeah.
so like a rule of a council or rule
Yeah,
of...
so yeah, no, that sounds exactly it, yeah. It's an authoritarian oligarchy.
Yeah, I think oligarchy would be better in terms of rather than a republic as well, because these people weren't voted in place; they
No.
took control and power.
It was essentially a military coup of the
Yeah.
monarchy at the time.
Oh yeah, I remember that TPK. I also remember seeing my previous character as another character with my head on a spike. That was fun, by the way. All 4 campaigns. No trauma. But yeah.
I will hand the session over to... I'll start with Ben and Josiah, because obviously this will give you a chance to help catch Matt up a little bit through a bit of roleplay. Obviously, you're holding the note and things and discussing plans of what to do. Take her away, boy.
He looks at the things like... Got oh. How did... He must have known my surname. He needs...
Did we hear that?
Ben,
Yeah.
You follow
I don't know
me?
if it's just me, but you're cutting out a lot.
Yeah, cut
Oh,
it out
yeah.
for me as well.
I'm only
Oh,
hear-
okay.
Yeah, like I'm hearing half words and stuff a lot.
Thank you for telling me. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a sensitivity issue. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
it is.
like the end of words.
I think it was because yesterday his sensitivity went really fucking. He went hypersensitive, and I think you've probably overtuned it.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happened. Is that better?
That
That
sounds better.
sounds better,
Loads
yes.
better.
Perfect. Okay, he's like mumbling to himself, looking at this note, and it's like, oh, I forgot this fucking boat. Okay. And then he'll sort of look up and say, it knew my real name, which is probably a good thing. So the Thorn's Crown, these guys, you're saying they're like, don't like people, and he makes like a stabbing motion. It's like, it's probably good they don't. I go by
They
Black
do.
Soul, so
Wait, you have a different name?
yeah.
Oh wait a minute, that's not the right accent. That was my name.
No, we're all calibrating characters.
wait. You. What do you mean? You have a different name?
Right, okay, yeah. My
Don't we all?
pirate. But my given surname is Leech, and it doesn't exactly have the glamour of the high seas, so I went by Black Soul.
I don't know.
Um,
Leeches are very hardy creatures.
Mm.
They are also sort of parasitic, but at the same time, you know,
that
They
that
also-
almost like it sums him up. Hardy, and
Ooh.
parasitic.
They probably make
I
eye
mean-
contact as she says that. And yeah, he's like,
I don't mean
cringes a
you,
little bit.
obviously. It is
Oh.
like, you know how with cockroaches they can stand the test of. I'm not calling you a cockroach.
Right, so yeah.
How
But
about you
again,
just use that there?
piracy is about good branding. And oh no, Josiah Leach is coming to get it done. Black Soul, it was a name Jacob gave me, and I've always kept it since. Because it has a little bit more terror to it than it's a leech. And okay, yeah, the hardy and drink blood, but yeah, that's why. Branding.
I mean, names are very important, I understand. I mean, specifically in Elven culture, we choose our own names. But so what you're saying is this Thorned Crown sold you this for 1 copper piece.
Aye.
Okay. I'll need to
yeah.
factor this into my new ideas.
Income
It's
tax
okay.
is going to be a bitch come April. I'm having to declare this vessel.
Sorry, tax.
Well,
The Sky Gods just spoke and Paul goes, tax.
Mm,
The fuck is that?
I think we need to go see the Baroness. I think we discussed this at some point. Coming up to the boat.
So we need to. I mean, that would make sense because now you have, well, the second biggest ship on the entirety of this archipelago that I have seen anyway.
And I might say third place is quite a bit smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This
This
is
may
this
look-
is about 66-ish% the size of the Dawning Aya, but this is probably like twice the size of the next ship.
Damn.
What I
It's-
would suggest. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just getting no, it was out of character. I was just going to say it's probably a bit leaner, a bit more martial than the Dawning Aya. That's probably a bit more. It's got other things to it, like a library and things.
Yeah,
Like this
no,
is just
the
pure
Dawning Aya
meaty
has
boat.
all sorts of shit on it, and it has
Yeah.
a crew of about, I think I said 300 people. Like it has,
Yeah.
it's basically a floating city at this point,
Yeah.
more than a warship.
Yeah. Whilst this is like a lead, this is a pure military boat.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry, no. I was saying.
I mean, if what I might suggest, obviously, Katan, if you are happy with this, is we go back to Ivory Sands. We probably set up for a day or two. We need to make sure that we can sort out the ways rest whilst we are there. Get a anchor as well for it. Maybe set them doing some short missions in the local area, just so they are taken care of. If that makes sense. Doing small
yeah.
routes between new horizons, maybe, which I know Vlad has mentioned is up towards the northeast. Do you know, backwards and forwards, small vessel trips. I also need to gain access to quite a few components, so we can do that. We also need to ship and kit out our new vessel as well, because it is a warship full of automatons. And then when we leave, I will send a message across to the Baroness to expect us to arrive, and then also send a message when we're nearly there. Once we've sorted out the Baroness, I suggest we take on Prescott.
I
does that
agree.
sound?
Yes. I think me and you need to fight at some point as well.
I'm sorry?
Wait, what?
Right?
Yeah, because I feel quite guilty. Like I haven't listened to you for quite a lot of time, and I feel guilty about it. And how guilty parts deal with it is you usually fight the person you've wronged.
Oh. Why don't we just talk about it?
Paula takes out 2 daggers and just kind of holds them out. What are we doing now?
What? No.
Pick a weapon.
Sleeves. He's like, well, because I respect you, I want to fight you.
Wait, right now? This is the what? Oh,
Maybe later.
fine. And she'll go to Polo like and take off her new bag of holding, the other bag that she's got, her waterproof bag, hold them out,
Oh shit. Okay.
and just go.
So-
Am I allowed to use magic?
No, I was about to say rules of engagement. It will be first blood drawn. I'm guessing we won't want to kill each other,
I'll put Nivara and Polar on
and
the
I
ship.
guess no magic.
About it.
Okay.
Captain.
Actually, there's no.
Wait, because he has abilities. No, if he gets to use his shit, I'm using my shit.
No ability.
Just first one to draw blood. First to draw blood. No magicy wagicy ability, whatever.
No magic, nothing. None of my bullshit, none of your bullshit. I'll just, and then he like throws down his stuff, and he's like, "I'll just use this dagger." Like that's it. Not even not the shooty dagger, just normal dagger.
Okay.
That'll be one of mine because I'm handing you daggers.
Oh, I can't
I was
even
doing
use
it
my
as a-
dagger.
I was doing it as a
Oh.
joke, and then she wouldn't go. Oh, okay.
Nivara will also take out her dagger that she was going to use, give it across to Paula, and because we said no magic, she will also hand over her timepiece. And she goes, "Look after this. I want it back. Do not touch. Well, touch it, hold it, but don't. Just okay.
Don't mess with it. Look with
Don't mess with it. It is a complicated piece of
Rose,
machinery.
Do you want to put yourself on the map? Because I know the last time I did,
Yeah.
couldn't control
Oh,
the tokens.
yeah. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
do it
know
now.
why you couldn't control them, but yeah, I know you couldn't do it, could you? There you go.
Right.
That sleight of hand is a
So-
joke, by the way. It just goes in my pocket.
The Mithril turns off.
Jesus.
Roll
Beyblade
initiative.
battle.
This is going to take like 3 seconds. I'm going to get stabbed.
Well, it literally is whoever gets initiative is probably one.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Okay.
Oh, done. Yeah. 12.
Get the character sheet.
Oh.
I didn't expect Nivara to be down for it, so
Nor me.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
stinky. Right, Josiah, you're first to act.
he waves his first turn.
Okay.
He's like, I'll let you. He just holds his hands up. It's like, I'll let you have first strike.
Got Nivara then. He's giving
Like-
pity. He's showing pity.
There's more contrition in his pirate mind, but
I'd like to change the rules.
I'll hear, but these are the standard rules.
First one to fall. And she'll lash out at that point and try and stab him, I guess.
first one to
Oh,
what?
no. First
say
one to
fall.
fall. So it's saying full, like full unconscious. So first one to
Okay.
fall, if that makes
You're
sense.
going to unconscious. Okay.
Well, yeah. And she's going to try and strike out, rather than stabbing, she's going to try and like strike out so she cuts his cheek a little bit.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So like try and
No, I
go
like
there.
I like it. Make
Do you realise that
an
if you
attack roll.
hit, you would have won, but you've changed the rules?
Yeah. I don't want to win on technicality. So, that's a 2.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Ben, does,
So she's like-
does the 7 hit?
No.
Ah, that's a shame.
Let's see. Yeah.
Is there anything else?
So she's no, so Nivara's almost like gone to, I imagine it's more she's gone to try and cut him against the cheek and he's just like swung back a little bit out of habit almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he was expecting
And-
a face strike, so he sort of leans back
Reflex.
a bit. Yeah. Because
And
it's
then she'll
hard
kind
to.
of-
Yeah.
Draw back a little bit and kind of she's moved her arm up. Like you can see there's almost like a little bit of not training but just like a flash of something in her eye, like I don't know how to explain it. A little bit of fire. Do you know what I mean? End of her turn and she'll wait.
I don't have a dagger. Let's just put a dagger on the sheet. He's not trying to be cocky or anything. He was just trying to let her have the first strike.
She tried.
Yeah.
Why are always my characters doing PvP? Like, this happens so much. I don't intend for it to happen. I blame Ben. This is Ben's idea, not
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. Hang on, come on, Droid. Where's the dagger? Come on. Roll 20. Hang on. It's gone all black. Why has it done that?
This running commentary is brilliant. I feel like we should have commentary right now. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and he's taking the first hit. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good dodge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the problem is, this is such a shit fight.
Yeah.
It's just a dagger fight, yeah.
One
It's
round.
literally
Yeah.
a dagger. It's just a D4 plus Dex.
Well, I got told I couldn't use magic. I have some really cool magic shit now, and I can't use any of my cool abilities. So, dagger.
Why won't you let me drag in dagger? Right, I'm just going to roll D20 because.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It'll
probably.
It'll be
Oh, it's finesse. So is that strength or Dex?
That's
yes,
Dex.
That's just Dex. Okay.
it's Dex. Well, for Nex allows you to use both things, but because I believe they're a flame, I don't know.
He's got Dex 5, 6, 7, 8.
Plus your proficiency.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so it's plus 8.
Does
Which
a
makes it
14.
Yep, 14 hits. I'm a wizard. I've
Roll
not got
damage.
mage armor up.
So he dodges
Wait a
and he
minute.
like.
Wait. Have I
Oh.
still got? No, we travelled, didn't we? So I haven't got. I have not cast mage armor since we left. And I'm guessing it's been a number of days yet. So yeah, that hits.
Okay, yep, roll D4.
Push your
And-
dex.
Yeah. So that's 5, so that's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Cool. Do you like stab me in the side or something?
Yeah, I think it's like as he's like leaning back away from this knife thing, he like arcs out a dagger strike and it probably catches you.
Is that
You want to continue? You okay?
Is that you? Is that? Okay, and she'll strike out again. At that
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
Paula goes to say that was blood, but the rules
Yeah.
were changed.
That was blood as Naivara then tries to plunge a dagger into Josiah's kidney.
It's more
14?
I imagine it's like instead of trying to stab you, she's more trying to like just nick you. Do you know what I mean? So she's
Yeah.
not trying to stab. It's more going to be superficial wounds.
This
Does
is
a
really
14
bad
hit
'cause I'm
you?
unarmed. I've got a 20 AC. No, I
Bloody
didn't think
hell!
this through. He didn't think this through because it's like he was hoping to get stabbed.
You could have just said, "I got a hit. I got to slap you." I would have been happy with that. But no, stab me. All right.
I was hoping you would get
All
stabbed.
about
a bit.
I
knives
hoped
and men.
you were better.
He
Oh, dear.
again, he's moving out of the way, and he's just like,
I mean,
I-
I'm a
It
wizard.
just sounds
What did you
so.
expect?
Just sounds so annoyed. Just like I wanted you to hit me. Fucking hell.
he's like,
I'm a wizard. I am a museum curator. A
he
ton of-
closes his
what did you
eyes, just like
expect?
he's just like, can I fail that? Can he just be like get stabbed?
You
'Cause
can choose to
what you
fail.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe.
I would say,
Yeah.
so long as it's not a natural one, I would say you could willingly take the hit.
Yeah, I'll take the hit.
The only reason why I would say, so long as it's not a natural one, because obviously a number.
That's a fumble.
Yeah. Roll damage, Nova. Roll pity damage.
I don't
She doesn't
want
know
to.
he doesn't know he's let her
Yeah.
stab him.
That is true.
No, but Rose does. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
6 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
While the fight's going on, can I open the pocket watch?
You may.
Ooh.
I just kind of curiosity. I just kind of inspect, I guess.
Roll a Arcana check or an investigation
Oh my
check.
god.
Yeah, it'll be Arcana for that, I reckon.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, did you just crit her?
I just crit and then I roll full damage as well.
Max damage.
No.
That's lot 13 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
You know how like Nivara's going for like nicks and cuts? You've just
Yeah.
like straight into the clavicle, like just fucking plunge this bitch.
He just like he realizes he's like stamina. And he's just like he just throws his knife away. He's like, "Fuck this!" I just wanted to get beat up a bit because I felt bad. Like I did. And he's like, I don't want to. He's like, I don't want to try and kill you. I don't want to hurt you. I want you to hurt me. That sounds weird,
I
but
don't want to hurt you after she's got 2 fucking stab
yeah,
wounds.
he's like,
She's
he's just like,
She drops the blade and is like clutching onto her chest at this point, I imagine, trying to like stem the flow of blood that's pouring from
I'll get
this
to you
wound
in a
in her
sec as
chest.
well, Pola.
And
he walks
she just
over.
goes-
Yeah,
Will you let me slap you?
yeah, just hang
If you
on.
want me to hurt you?
Yeah, we'll have a free punch or something, but at 2 seconds, and then he.
Oh.
What we were 5th level. He puts 2. It touches her shoulder and he puts in 14 points of hit points into her.
14. Oh,
Yeah.
That's most of
that
it.
is like nearly half of my hit points. I'm a
Pola.
wizard.
Pola, anyway, as like this little scene is playing out before you, you open the pocket watch, which is very obvious as you've seen it used multiple times, the spell focus for Nivara. It bears this circular shaped mechanical interface with 2 arms that point at different at 2 numbers. Like round the circle there is 2 numbers that go 1 through 12, because I would imagine would Pola know what a clock is, because they're not exactly common.
No,
Especially-
they probably have like big ones in a big town.
Yeah, but
Kind
not
of.
necessarily
Not
where
really,
you've
yeah.
been.
Hmm.
So you would know that one of the hands is pointing to the number 11, and one of the hands is almost pointing to the 10. So they're like kind of near each other.
Yeah, probably doesn't really mean anything to me there.
No. But you feel that there is a lot of magical potential in the pocket watch beyond just spell focus. It's far more complex than at the surface shows.
Mhm.
That's all you'd get in the space, because obviously at the same
Yeah.
time you've got to keep an eye
On
on.
the fight.
As I would imagine Nivara, after giving a hefty whoosh.
I've not slapped him.
Oh, go for it. then.
So what Navara does is she'll, as he kind of goes to, you've healed her a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I've healed her 14 points, yeah. And you can see he's gone paler because of it. Like something's transferred out of him.
What did you do?
Healed you a bit, weakened me a bit.
I don't want to fight you, Josiah. That is literally the opposite of what I am trying to do. And I understand that this is what pirates do, but
But you're not a
I
pirate.
don't want to. No.
No, I think that's. Well, we have issues sometimes.
Mhm.
Not. Yeah.
I realize the reason why I think we have issues is just we both want the same thing and are doing different things to try and do it, but it is getting a little messy in the middle. I don't mean to lecture you sometimes. I'm just, you don't know what I am, how I am changing things to get a better outcome, and I just don't want it all to slip out of place because of a little bit of impulsivity, you know?
Yeah. Right. I'm going to say now, don't take the wrong way, but we're different. You're an elf. I'm a human. Like, from what I hear from you guys, you guys come to age, that's a human lifetime. Right.
Oh, when you are probably dead.
Yeah,
that is when we reach adulthood.
exactly. Yeah. So I'm
And-
trying to do things quick because I will probably be dead much quicker than if you wanted to do things. I could be wrong about that.
No, I am. I mean, I was born well, I say a long time ago for you, but it wasn't really for me. I mean, I've been an adult for over 30 years now, so I fear you are a lot younger than I have even been an adult for. But like you say, this is not to mean to cause offense. What I am trying to get at is I keep changing time for you guys. It
Huh.
is a lot of. I thought I told you this.
I think you
You
did,
kinda
yeah.
looked over
And then we got all a bit
Yeah,
confused about it.
Yeah, you got confused and kind of took the mick out of me a little. I understand. So I don't think you quite got it, and then there was, nerd and all that. But I am literally changing the timeline so that you can do what you want to do. If I am saying not to touch something, it is mainly because I fear the outcome of what happens if we touch it. You know?
I fear not
And,
doing anything.
Oh, no. We just we played the game we know we can win. You know?
Also, I feel like we've been holding back since Wade died, and we've been tiptoeing around fights.
A little bit. I mean, you did tell us all to run.
Yeah, because I feel responsible for you guys. I don't want you guys to die under my watch.
Oh. We need to get rid of this. Maybe we do some team bonding tonight whilst we are in the city and remove some of this fear.
I mean,
You know?
I did that once, but they didn't understand the safe word I was using.
I don't mean that I'm not going to sleep with you, Desire. I'm just going to say that now. It is
I
not
thought it
going
was-
to happen.
No,
No.
well,
that wouldn't
What
work,
do you
though.
mean?
that
What?
was well. That's how pirates also solve things, and I didn't suggest that. So
I mean, you just did. Like,
no,
So you
what?
did.
30
You
seconds
did.
ago. No, I meant we go drinking. We have a laugh.
Oh,
We-
right.
Meet
Okay.
up. Team bonding
Lord.
does not mean fornicating.
I thought you meant
Pirates.
what's the ropes and stuff.
That's bondage.
Oh,
I mean, I don't. Okay.
I like how she's like, no, that's this. I don't know what that is.
So I've been told.
She'll walk over to Paula to start collecting her things now.
Why
mean
do we have a party on the?
bonding.
Why do we have a party on the boat with the Waves Rest crew?
Oh yeah, we could do that. Definitely. We also need to get stuff as well.
I can
need to
guarantee
talk
the
to
most
this
popular
bride
dance on that party would be the robot.
again. Oh, don't. Ha ha ha. Cool. And she'll start like putting back all her stuff, popping on her bags again.
Okay.
Do you feel a little better now? Like we have cleared the air, Josiah?
Yeah, 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 I think so.
Good. I mean, I feel like you're going to need my help anyway to figure out this, and she'll kind of like wave her hand around just in the general area.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
I
And
believe.
the same.
I believe this is now your problem, Quartermaster.
What is
That's
my
your job.
problem?
Well, isn't that your job? Organising all this.
That is literally what I was getting at.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah, I am the quartermaster.
We also need
Right.
a new name for it.
What do you want the theme to be? As last one we were celebrating our fallen comrade. Do you want something more to do with this group?
Well, I was thinking. you can do a few things with it. You could either have a real pirate name and call it something like Big Bastard, or you could have
Holy ship.
Holy Ship, or you could have
No.
something like Freedom's Tide or something like that. I don't know.
With this many guns, we could just call it, I don't know, the Boomer.
No, we need something that
Boom.
is representative.
I'm referencing someone who's not even here to
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Oh, wait. What about... You mentioned one last time after we'd named the Wade's Rest. What about the Tyrant's Tongue?
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say Free Brothel. Well, that was more of a joke of mine.
I don't remember that joke for some reason. Maybe it wasn't funny. So...
Wow.
Damn.
Oh,
They're friends now,
if we
right?
keep really teleported to the thing it's like, then I don't have to explain.
Oh,
It doesn't
I
make
remember.
sense.
Yes, I remember that joke now very thoroughly. Do you know what? Keen mind. I apparently remember everything. That is
Tyrant's
also
Tongue
true. If we go
works
to a
alright.
tyrant's tongue, we could go to someone who is a tyrant and end up on their tongue. I don't know how this would work. Okay.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we won't have to do the teleport thing again. But it works if you're stolen it from a lot of tyrants, so it works.
Mhm. I mean, we could call it the something revenge, the salty something. I do not know. It depends on how far you want to go. But I mean,
Salty
we do have two.
surprise, yes.
Oh,
Salty.
God.
It depends. Do you want it to be more representative of this group? Or you,
Oh,
Captain?
the group, really. I mean, I don't mind people giving ideas, or if it's the group. Like, we are a group. I'm just captain because someone's got to be captain. And that's on the boat. Well, I'm not we'll work to get off the boat.
One of the automatons will approach the group generally. Captain, do we have a
Alright.
direction to travel?
We are... Aren't we docked up?
Yes.
No, we're heading towards Ivory
Okay.
Sands. We need to go there.
Oh, yeah.
We
It's
are
like-
currently
yeah.
stationed 1 mile from the docks at Ivory Sands Outpost.
Make preparations to moor up dock at the dock area, Ivory
Very well.
Sands, and prepare you guys, I guess guys, to stop people coming on board when we get there.
Okay. Preparing defenses now.
I mean, get in the way. I don't mean shoot on them. Yeah,
No firing.
good.
And the ship will obviously rather efficiently position and move itself in a way to head towards the Ivory Sands outpost, which I'll just quickly put you guys on that map because it makes the most sense. And you know what's even quite ironic? Looking at this map now. Those two ships.
That's what ship now was.
Yeah, you've got the two ships.
Mm,
Big ship, little ship, cardboard box.
that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought that's what the ship was. So I put myself on.
But eventually you guys will be able to pull the ship in. And you will notice that 5 automatons go and stand near the boarding ladder. And just semicircle, just stand on the edge of it with their arms like semi-out. And just don't move.
Good. So, Naivara, did you have a name
Oh.
for the group? Like, a group name for the boat?
She kind of looks at Barnet a little bit and goes, I was thinking something to do with chaos? Or danger, maybe?
Cool. Chaos.
Sorry?
Call of Chaos.
The Call of Chaos. I quite like that. Like the Siren's Call. No. The Call of Chaos.
Alright, alright. Are we, anyone else? Are we in favour of that?
Works for me.
Got it.
It sounds good.
Yeah. At first I thought you said the corpse is chaos and I was wondering what. But the Call
No,
of Chaos
the
is a
call-
lot
yeah, yeah,
better.
Yes. Alright, okay. We'll do that. I'll tell that to the dockmaster. We'll get a new anchor for the other boat and we'll invite. You're going to get some things. I'm going to see if there's any fancy wines on here. If not, I'll get a big barrel of rum.
Yes. You arrange the party, I'll sort out the other stuff.
Thank you very much.
No problem. It is my job as quartermaster. I better be getting paid. She'll wink a little bit before heading off dock. But first, she will go to one of the automatons and tell them to see if they've got any paints on board, so we can change the name. If not, I will get some. And she'll start heading on to the dockmaster, if that's okay.
The automatons will let you know that there is no paint on board, but obviously, I'm confident you could probably find something in the marketplace.
Is there any fine wines on board, like for the captain?
Currently, there is 4 barrels of ale and 3 small kegs of whiskey.
Ooh. Okay, thank you. Can you bring 1 barrel, 1 keg onto the front deck? Top deck.
Yes. And the one you speak to doesn't move, but one.
Got someone else. You can hear movement downstairs.
It's like a hive mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're all interconnected. Basically, they have the ability to cast like message to each other.
They've all got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh, I will also request if someone else wants to come along with me, because I'll probably need more hands than just my own. And because my Vara doesn't
come
want to
with.
go. Are you coming with? Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And yeah, first of all, Dockmaster to sign in, pay our fees and all that jazz. Find out if he found out if we had an anchor as well, because that's who we spoke to last time about getting an anchor sorted for Ways Rest.
Yes. The Dockmaster will obviously take the details as the Call of Chaos that you've renamed the ship, or going to rename the ship as. Okay. The Dockmaster yawns as he tries to speak.
Oh, sleepy.
Yeah, sleepy Dockmaster.
The Sleepy Bear. That's our next. The Sleepy Dockmaster is a great tavern name. I'm just saying that's a really
It
good
actually
tavern
is, yeah.
name.
And it all
But like a
stems from
portside
Danny
town.
yawning.
I'll let you have that one, Danny. You did
Oh,
originate
thanks.
it. So.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the boy was the one that yawned for it. Thanks. The Dockmaster explained that they was able to potentially get you an anchor for the vessel, the small vessel that you've got. It would cost 200 gold. It was one that was like attached to a previous ship that is no longer seaworthy.
Yep, no problem. 200 gold.
Why didn't we do that? Why didn't we just find a wreck? Never mind.
How are we going to get to Zarek? I imagine that Puller does say that in character at some point. If you don't, it'll say fine.
And obviously, supplies as needed, Rose, you can get from the player's handbook, just like the book price.
To be honest, we've got quite a bit, but I am going to ask.
We've got wages to pay. Yeah.
Well, it's more so we haven't got wages on the new boat because they're automatons, so they don't need food and stuff like that, whereas the other crew needs it. But we need rations for the new boat. Wood.
Currently, the ship is fully stocked for like 2 weeks worth of rations and things. It seemed when the ship was delivered, it had all of its items on board still.
Cool.
And I'm guessing we would have a couple of £100
I would say, for the sake of, all of the barrels and crates of other supplies currently do bear the mark of the insignia of Celsius and things like that. Like, you know, it's a little touch.
Yeah. Rations, aren't they 2 a silver? Say how much are rations
I
costing?
think they're 1.5 silver each.
Rations per day rock cost 5 silver pieces. Oh, it's 2 for a gold then. I'm gonna drop 30 gold and get 60 rations again as well. So we've got another 60 on top. If that makes sense. Just because I'd rather us not have to bother about thinking about rations and going hungry. Do you know what I mean?
Too much is better than not enough.
Yeah, gonna pick up another 200 pounds of wood for the new ship if it's not on there already. How much would that be roughly costing?
For what, sorry?
I don't remember what it was. Wood. We just want.
Repairing wood.
Right.
We're repairing wood.
Give me a second.
Would they have that on already?
Yeah, it would have some already on board.
How much would it roughly have on board?
Let me get to the thing.
Thank you. Sorry.
Probably have about £100 worth of wood already on board for like major repairs and things like that.
Okay, that's enough for a bit. Anyway, we should be
Does
alright.
Wade's need any, or did we sell it?
No,
all?
Wade's got absolutely tons of wood on there.
Is it still
It's
full
got
of
100
wood?
No,
It's got- well,
it's not the
no.
red wood, but like.
Yeah, we got rid of the
Okay.
crimson, but it has 229 rations and water. Has 184 pounds of replaceable wood, 2 barrels of ale, and 229 oranges. I need to change that because we would have had an orange day as well. Can we get some signaling flags as well if there's none on the new ship?
There would be.
Cool.
They've got.
Like, literally, this ship is fully stocked and prepared. Like, it has, like, pretty much all the basics you would expect it to have.
Perfect. And I'm going to get it all delivered to the Call of Chaos as well. So when we're picking up like rations, so I'll pay extra to get deliveries and stuff.
Yeah,
There is
which-
one thing we
The
need.
deliveries that would get stopped at the dock because the automatons are blocking entry.
I assume that someone will. Yeah, that's.
Well, I guess I would be like,
Yeah.
leave them there. Automatons, come bring them on board. So
Yeah.
like,
There is one
And
thing
I'll
we'll
also get
need:
some. What's
flag,
that?
a black flag
A flag?
with our own
Ah,
symbol. Each pirate captain has their own visible symbol on a flag.
cool. Are you good at sewing, Paula?
No.
I don't know any of us who would be, so maybe we could ask an automaton. And then I will go and get some reams of fabric. I don't know. I'd get them in blue because I know that's what Josiah's hat is.
Blue.
Black
Yeah.
is the colour of his hat.
Black. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Mainly black. Probably white. So it's bits that stand
Yeah,
out, which is the
so-
classic. And then throw some blue in.
Are you going with fine linens or just cotton cloth?
It would be sturdy stuff, weatherable.
Yes.
So it'd be
Thick.
more cotton.
Not silk, but something
yeah.
that is more tough.
1 square yard is 5 silver of cotton cloth.
Let's go yard. So we will get one of each. That is quite a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm looking
One
at
square
But then
yard
we
is
can
3
have
feet.
one for the main ship,
Yeah,
one for
because
the
there is a
weights.
list of various trade goods, and yeah, it's that's how much it is.
I will put in 3 gold then, and we'll get 2 sets of each. Because if it's 5 silver, we'll get 2 black, 2 blue, 2 white.
Mhm.
Send it also to the ship.
Yep.
We'll have to come up with a design as well at some point, but that's probably an out of game thing.
Yeah,
that we can do.
between the
Yeah.
sessions.
I can just imagine it's almost like Josiah's sitting on the deck and just getting like Amazon delivery packages that his wife's on that he has no memory of buying.
Oh, the women have gone shopping.
well, he's like Nose Navarro's doing a job, so he's just sat on the edge, like getting the automatons. But he's got an idea. So when he's talking to the automaton, he's like, automatons, are they big word, so I'm just going to call you guys Otto. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, Otto. Can you go get that
Oh,
package,
God,
please,
Otto.
Otto? Yeah.
I can almost imagine he's pulled up a sofa and he's cracked open a tinny.
Yeah, he's tapped the keg of ale, and he's just sat like watching
He's got his white vest on.
Yeah, he's got his wife beater on.
Yeah.
Well, he did. Yeah. So
Work wife, yeah.
his work wife and his flirtation friend, I don't know, are going to continue shopping. So at this point, is there anything else? I mean, we could deck out the ship a little bit. I did not ask about bedrooms, that sort of thing.
Oh, I'm pretty used to just the standard hammocks, but if you needed pillows, I don't know what you thinking.
No, I need a chair. I won't sleep. I will probably trance.
Right. Captain's quarters probably got something. We can look if you've got the money. I mean,
I would take it out of our ship fund. I'm not. No, I have 5 gold. We don't.
I've got.
I know. Oh, you've been having money out of the fund, haven't you? We split it out.
Okay, out of
We
couch.
gave
I've
you
nothing, I've got nothing on my couch sheet. I think all mine's gone
That's
into
a you problem.
Yeah.
It might only be one person, I think, that's been splitting theirs out. That's cool. Sound. Okay,
Wow,
so we
what
have
you want?
food. Can I get? I'm also going to get a few barrels of water,
Right.
like 4 maybe.
yeah.
I think.
Oh, Rose, just a quick question, because I was just nosing on your character sheet.
Mhm.
Where's all the your magic items and stuff?
Oh, that's on D&D Beyond. Sorry, I'm not
Right,
put them on
okay.
one.
You might have to just
Why'd
send me
you
a link
ask?
to that as well. 'Cause I was just being nosy. I just said.
I have. Do you want to know the list of things I have?
No, I'll just take it in link form. Thank you. So we can
Okay.
continue playing.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I don't know how to get you this link.
Oh.
No, I don't know how to do that either.
No, bear with me.
Hold on. So, if you click on the manage,
Manage on where?
Next to your name.
next to your name,
Oh, got it.
there's been options: so save link or export to PDF.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got it.
Cool.
Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds.
It's okay.
Do you want mine as well, Danny, or are you not bothered?
No, I'm not that bothered about yours.
Great.
But I will remind people, if it's not on your Roll20 character sheet, you don't actually have it. Them's are the rules, because I don't want to have to fanny about on 5 different things to get to what I need.
Yeah, I'll get it sorted for next one. I promise.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's,
It's just a friendly reminder. The next time won't be so friendly.
To be fair, I only use Roll20 for this character.
Yeah, I know it's not the ideal choice.
Yeah.
It's just it's a lot easier to manage your inventory on.
D&D
Wow.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can just add them. But that should be on its way to you now, Danny. Let me know if you got it.
Yes,
Facebook.
I got it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No problem.
Carry on, as you were.
I think it was
Buying water.
Stockroom Simulator.
So yeah, obviously
Yeah,
you
well,
guys
please.
are buying up all of the items and stuff that you guys need. Which, like I said, feel free to do it at book price and stuff, so don't worry about it too much.
Someone got a book near them. I've not got a book near me.
Well, Player's Handbook, yeah.
Yeah.
It's whether I can find the page.
So,
What the fuck's that going to be?
Page 145
food.
onwards.
Food,
If you're looking for trade goods, it's
drinking.
trade goods is on 157. Top right.
Mhm.
But while they're doing that, Liam, is there anything Barnett's doing?
I don't think there is. I think he's happy how he is now. Just on the boat, having a little rest again. So I don't think he realistically wants to do at the moment.
It's fine. I just wanted to check because you've not done anything yet.
Ian.
Same with you, Josiah. Nothing you want to accomplish at the moment.
I think he would have invited the other crew over, so he would have invited
Right.
the Waves Rest crew over.
Which obviously they would come over because, and I'd imagine you're giving them clearance with the automatons.
Yeah. Otto, these have guest permissions.
Understood. And you'll have, like, someone speak to you like, well, Capitan, it seems you have upgraded quite a bit with your vessel choice, huh?
Yes.
What is the plan then if you're, how are we going to work this if obviously you can't be in two places at once, Capitan?
I think, well, you will be vice captain or probably of the Waves Rest. I'll confer with the group, but I think that's the way things are going. You'll be doing cargo runs, something a little bit safer.
I think that we can come to an agreement with that as long as the rest of your group is fine to do this.
I'll just double check, but that was what we were heading towards, and we need. You might as well. You were quartermaster of the boat, so you might as well be vice captain or captain whilst I'm captain of this one. But I'll double check.
I understand. I assume that all of the crew, Dol, Ike, Tyke, Shell, and Vith, are all going to stay with me?
Yeah, I'll give Viff the choice because I know he's an additional crew member, so I don't know if he wants to. And then thinking about a skill set, I don't know whether we can have something else in mind for him rather than sailing.
Well, Vith will say, I don't mind doing any of what you have in mind. Simply for the fact I'm just grateful to be doing something. So, if you wish for me to stay with Montrose here and the rest of the Wade's Rest crew, I can. If you have other things in mind, as I know you spoke with me a couple of days ago, I can do that too.
That's what I'm thinking. But you're all invited to a party, a celebration tonight on this boat, and we'll tell you what the direction is, what we're all doing. What all
Understood.
roles are. Very well. Another package. Otto, bring it on board, please. It's like the flag's probably turned up. Like
Yes, Captain. So far, we have had delivery of 3 barrels of water, 5 days of rations for 10 people, 1 chair, 3 bolts of linen in 3 colors. And just starts listing off all the chaff. And you kind of hear some of it back like, wait, I didn't ask that. Whatever. You just hear like a chair, it's just like, okay.
He knows that's not Varlo. He knows she's sitting reading, he's just like, oh, okay.
Back to...
How much is the water? Paula?
I can't see it in the book, but a quick Google says 2 gold per barrel.
There we go, then we'll
You
just
got
go,
pop
we'll
out,
just go
so
with that
3
then.
barrels.
Yeah.
That sounds about right for clean drinking water. I think the majority of the cost will be in the fucking barrel, honestly.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Because you think...
So 2 gold, so 6 in total. Cool. But yeah, I think you guys are completely right.
So, those that are in the marketplace, is there anything else that you guys wish to purchase, wish to do?
I'm going to the scribe as well.
Right.
Please.
Yes, don't I need magic paper?
Yes, I need magic paper as well, so we can go see if they have any.
Yes, you're on about the artist that you've bought porn of.
Yes.
Right, cool.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Looking through
Oh, I
the...
forgot I still had porn on me. I didn't give it to Josiah the last set. So whoops.
Well,
Sorry.
he's going to be surprised in a bit when he gets 2 sets.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll enjoy that package.
Don't define her by her side hustle. Ben, it's her side hustle that makes her the main income.
Yeah, it probably is. Actually, this place is. Yeah, it's actually a main hustle, probably.
Yeah, it's just her hustle at this point. I don't think many people need a scribe in this town, but the pretty booby pictures, like, yeah, that's cool. But finding the scribe, and she obviously recognizes you, Nivara. You notice that she seems to have a keen enough memory for certain folk as she remembers you. Ah, welcome back. Pleasure to meet you again. Are you looking for more pieces for your captain, was it?
Oh, potentially. What is new? What have you done more recently?
Well, a lot of the interest around the incubi and succubi has died off quite quickly, might I add. It's unusual, but I believe at the moment there's an interest in sea creatures, krakens and the like.
Okay.
There are some very weird people in this town. Wait, Paula's never been to this scribe before.
No.
I think didn't I come last time?
No, you didn't.
No.
Oh, did I not?
Yes, well, I mean, I'm not going to judge on their tastes, but at the end of the day, it's what they want, and it's, you know, it's what they'll get.
I don't know whether Josiah would be, or any of our crew. Well, maybe Barnet, maybe Dax.
Obviously
I don't know.
have a large amount of other more normal imagery. It's just that's just at the moment what a number of people have been asking for recently.
Oh, sorry. This is Paula. She also is on the ship.
Oh, right. Welcome.
Oh, would you like
aboard.
to? Yes, introductions. Meet each other. Yep,
Yes.
all good.
Hello. This is your porn dealer. Sure.
I mean, they are also an accomplished scribe. It is just
Yes, pleasure.
absolutely.
I'm Osha.
Yeah.
I don't believe I've actually ever given my name to you before, despite all this.
You did last. I think you did last time, but Osha's fine. I'll remember her as Osha. I can't remember what it was, to be honest, but yeah.
Neither can I.
Yeah, Osha. Oh, look, this is actually quite good. I was wondering. Obviously, I'm guessing before we leave, we'll probably buy some form of pornography from you. It seems to keep people under wraps a little. I don't know.
It keeps them subdued, which is best for considering the parts we're in.
Yes.
I did
I
actually.
don't know.
I did actually. Speaking of, I kept an eye out, and I did get a couple things that might be of interest to you, at least. And
Yes.
she'll kind of get up off her stool and like dig through one of the trunks behind her. Kind of like, and you notice a little bit as well that she's like, it's a trunk that's probably about 2 foot tall, but she's leaning almost her entire body into it, like she's having to lean right down. So it's obviously got
It's a
yeah,
bigger on the inside.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll pull out what looks like brown paper that's like wrapped around something. I did manage to scrounge from a friend of mine some of the more unusual paper and ink that you asked for before.
Oh yes, I remember us
It's-
having this conversation. then.
It's
Yes,
not
yes, yes, yes.
much, but it's some. I don't know if it's enough. I've never had to use it myself. Essentially, she shows you 25 gold pieces worth of paper and ink.
Yeah, we're gonna need more.
More. How much more?
Yes. Hundreds and hundreds.
Oh.
Yes, it is. So, what's if we're going to actually get a spell sorted? Say, for example, Paula, if we want you to learn, as we say, silvery barbs, which is what I'm currently teaching you,
Yeah.
I believe you're gonna need. Oh, how much is it? What is your? Do you have a specific spell school of magic? Like that you are
illusion.
following? Illusion. Okay, that did not work.
Yeah.
She was seeing if you're entitled to a discounted half-time.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
for illusion spells I get half the cost.
Mm.
But
To actually
what that
get-
cost is, I don't actually know.
Well, this is it. I also need gold. I've got 2 scrolls that I think would be better putting them into my arsenal rather than burning them. Do you know how we can get another, maybe at least minimum of 25 gold worth?
Well, I got this from a friend of mine who was passing through, off one of his trading journeys. So I don't know myself. I've been asking as many people as I can, but it's not something that many people normally deal with. It's unusual.
Is there nowhere in the archipelago that's magically inclined?
There are people that do magic, but there's not like a collection of them somewhere. Most people like that are very few and far between, or they've probably they're more they're from God's powers. You see, clerics and the like.
Divinity. Mhm.
So the Baroness is probably the best place.
Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Thank you. We will still take the 25 goals worth. I don't see it as
Right.
being
I
an
mean,
issue.
if I get more, I'll try, but
Mhm.
obviously I
I
don't
also-
know.
No, I understand completely. We also are going to need a number of incense, all sorts of different things over time. So,
Well, incense, I know you can at least get from Jeremiah about 3 stalls down.
Jeremiah, perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
so I'll give her the 25 gold anyway for the thing at the pipe, and bear with me. Also, do you just have any normal lewd pictures?
She's got shit tons, so it'd just be a case of just make up a loose descriptor of like male, female, what race, whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? She has
Oh, do
tons
you
of
wanna-
she has tons of stuff like that, but you know what I mean. Every so often, there's a fad that seems to flush through that she makes attention to make as much of as she can.
Yeah, I will leave Polar up to sorting that out whilst I.
You just pass it on.
What?
Yeah.
God, how many do you want?
Oh, I don't know. Just get some so everyone remains. I think it's a. I don't know how I have got this, but I have now started. This is going to sound really weird, really fast, but somehow I have got myself into buying pornography for desire. I don't know how it happened.
Okay.
And essentially, you'll be left with like there's a crate with various like pieces of parchment that you're able to thumb through and pick what you want.
Okay.
I'll leave you to think up of whatever rough outlines you want, like, I don't know, 2 tieflings, 1 dwarf or something, I don't know.
God.
It's all elf.
Mm.
And I'm at this point. Yeah, how much
Well, the ink and obviously stuff will cost you 25 gold.
Yes. I'm adding it to the party fund list because I'm just going to put stuff in there now as well.
With
Which party people?
with obviously what your friend Paul is picking out, we'll just call it a silver piece.
How
I'm
much
gonna
is
look for the one that looks most like Nivara.
Make an investigation check.
Why?
Because you made me pick porn, so you know, getting revenge.
Ah, yes, revenge. You probably
Oh,
find
yeah.
one that's a decent the way there, that with a bit of stretch of the imagination, yeah, you could probably pass.
Yeah, you can see if Josiah likes that one.
Just a random elf woman. Okay. How much?
Call it a silver piece.
Oh.
Is there anything else you need? Do you need any other things looking for and things like that?
I don't know if you can keep an eye out for, like I say, any sort of magical things. That would be most appreciative.
I can look, but again,
maps.
Maps?
Yeah, if you keep an eye out for any, unusual maps that come through, maps of treasure or ruins or stuff like that.
I can do that.
Yeah, they'll pay you a little bit extra.
Yeah.
For finder's fee. Oh, good. Cool. Thank you so much for your time, Osha. See you again soon. And I'm going
Yes,
to
and-
total down to the
And
incense.
as she's putting the crate down. And Paula, pleasure to meet you as well. Please, obviously, come back anytime you need.
Yes, will do. Pleasure to meet you.
Heading over to Jeremiah's stall, and you can see that he's got a lot of more like compacted discs of incense where various herbs and flowers and things have been like pressed into these rough like palm patties almost that are intended to be burned.
I need approximately 30 golds worth.
30.
Mhm.
Well, shit. Put together 30 gold pieces worth, but it's gonna be quite a lot. You know that, right?
If you have a cauldron or something, or a brazier to burn it in, that would be most appreciative. It is for my familiar, you see.
I
I would
can
like to.
get something for you to burn it in as well. And he'll spend a few moments, and he'll come back with like it's essentially about the size of a mortar and pestle. It's made of wood, but what you notice is it's been coated in like a tar all around it.
To protect it from actually burning.
Yeah, because it's cheap and light and stuff. And
Incense doesn't tend to get hot as well. It tends to burn out ash very
Smolder.
quickly.
Just
as well, so
smolder, yeah.
Yeah, smolder. Yeah.
well, that'll set you back. You know what? Fuck it. You can 30 gold for the incense, and you can just take the burner.
Thank you. Well, she
I mean,
visited you.
I'm gonna say, and you say, but like to him, like you've just bought a large portion of what he'd made, so like it's a big deal to him. So like that's why he's like, yeah, whatever.
That's a week's worth you
Yeah.
would normally sell.
Oh, I might need some more in the future as well. It will be very useful for me to be able to change my familiar into other shapes. So this has been
Right. Well, I'll make sure that I have more by the time you return.
that would be excellent.
Shit.
If you could prepare maybe another 15 goals for me next time, maybe give us a
15?
week. We should be back in. Yeah, another 15 goals worth.
Oh,
A bit aside.
oh, Joaquin's Jesus. Yes, I'll.
You need Jesus? Who is Jesus?
I said Joaquin's Jesus.
Okay.
Never mind, it's a turn of phrase, but I'll make sure that you have your delivery made.
Thank you. I assumed that our cleric at some point would also need incense.
Yeah, and,
It's probably going to
and
be
he's
the
basically
container
getting he's getting like a hempen sack, and he's just like
Mm-hmm.
loading it up. It's quite full.
Oh, could you send it, please, to the Call of Chaos? It's a big ship on the docks.
Well, that one. And kind of gestures to the ship that's like shadowing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it
yeah.
from a mile away. Yeah.
His kind
It
of
is-
demeanor kind of changes, and he mumbles something under his breath. I'll get
Oh,
that done.
sorry?
Make make a perception check if you
I'll do that as well.
Oh my god, I'm rolling terribly.
you don't pick it up.
It's not boding well.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, it is Captain Blacksoul's ship. You've heard of him, no?
I don't believe I've heard of a Black Soul, no. But with a ship like that, I'm rather surprised that I haven't.
Hmm. I'm sure you'll know it soon enough.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll get these things sent over. Pronto.
Thank you. Much appreciative.
Yeah, and you'll hear
Thank-
him shout, "Hey, yo, Jimmy! Will you do a run for me, please? There's 5 silver in it in you." And as you walk away,
Yeah. Is there like a curio shop or anything like that? Just as we're idling
most of
through town?
these stalls are curios.
Hmm.
Like, I would say probably 2/3 of these stalls are random treasure, like knickknacks, bric-a-brac type things, because it's a lot of stuff that's like brought off of ships and like people like buy and sell to people passing
Yeah.
through and buy.
Cool. I'm looking for paint as well. I forgot about paint, but yeah, looking for paint.
Paint would be easy enough. I'd price it in the same range as flasks of oil, almost,
Makes sense.
because of its complexity and, you know, it's artisan material. It's not something that's used a lot. So flask of oil would set you
Yeah.
back 1 silver piece per pound in weight. So we'll say for
okay.
for what you'd need for that ship, you'd probably need about 4 or 5 pound. So we'll say 5 silver.
So cool. Was there anything that you wanted to get, Paula?
No.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Yeah. I think we have managed to get everything we need. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You sure? You just seem a bit off.
Off. I mean, you did kind
Yeah.
of force me to buy porn. It's a little weird.
I didn't force you.
I still don't get the porn thing.
No, me neither. It happened. I think it was because I'd witnessed that Josiah bought some for Wade, and I thought it was like a pirate thing, and I have since learned it is not a pirate thing, but I am still buying him pornography. I do not
Yeah.
know.
Just seems like you're trying to get him horny.
What? No,
I
it
mean,
is.
I mean, and you did just kind of. There's something going on between you two.
I've literally seen him openly flirt with you multiple times, and suddenly there's something. No, don't
Okay.
be stupid. You are smarter than that.
Okay.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Practically a child as well. He's only like 20, what, 2, 3?
Isn't everyone a child to an elf, though?
Yes.
Must get lonely.
No, I have been alone. Or in some form of being alone. Most of my life it does not bother me. You must know this. You are intelligent. Do you not find
Yeah.
it difficult to talk to people?
No.
No? Oh. I just mean, usually when I try to talk to people, they get really confused and then bored and stop listening to me, unless I'm in a room full of intelligent people. So, you know, just gotta
There's
get
your
used to it.
problem. You need to dumb it down a bit. Maybe be a bit dumb.
Why?
Join in with the dumb.
Sounds a little critical
Join
of
us.
me.
How does it?
Like I have to dumb myself down in order to be around normal people. Why me? Why not them learn a little?
It's easier to be less intelligent than it is to become more intelligent.
I forgot. You are a recent new wizard. Do you know, I know this wizard back home.
Hmm.
Well, not home, but in the museum. That was literally able to create mini stars. Unlike anything you can see before. They would swirl around his head. Would you tell him to dumb it down a little?
Well, just like in regular conversation. I mean, I'm not saying become stupid. I'm just saying,
Oh, I'm trying.
stop showing off, maybe.
What do you mean? You think I am showing off?
It sometimes feels like it.
How so?
Using big words and going off on your lectures. It's not always needed. If you want to talk to people, just talk about the weather. Everyone can relate to that.
Okay. I can do that. It's a nice day today.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And then we awkwardly walk back to the ship, I guess.
And eventually, you will all make your way back to the vessel. Now, currently,
I like to know that they're literally walking just about 20 feet behind the incense, so the incense will arrive first and then they'll arrive
Yeah.
like 20 seconds later. Hello, we have been shopping, Josiah?
I've noticed Otto's had to lug a lot of things around.
Who?
I got bored and kept saying automaton because you kept saying all these deliveries, and I'd be like automaton. So I'm just going to nickname him more Otto, so we don't have to keep saying automaton every
Otto.
5 seconds.
Excellent. Have you checked out the quarters? Had a look at our living situation?
I found beer, yeah. I've found wine, found beer. No, whiskey and beer.
yeah, and you
the
can
other
see he's
crew's coming.
thoroughly testing it.
He's just like a mug of it as he's sort of sat on the side of the ship watching
Excellent.
the Ottos carry things around.
Okay. Captain, obviously you have had a very busy hour. You stay here, and I'm going to go look in the captain's quarters and just check out our...
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I'm coming. Also, one thing I should have. We need to find that guy here, the one who sent us to get that treasure with the map.
Yes. The Siren's Rest. Oh, the
Mm.
guy.
Mm.
We can do that. Wasn't there something else I wanted to do as well? Huh. I can sort it later. I can't remember right now. But yes. Oh, that was it. I was going to message the Baroness, or would you like for us to be on our travels when I do that?
I was thinking
Or-
about this. Yes.
Or I could message Charlotte Hinch. I have met her. I could try and piss her off a little for you. Or Jacob, you mean decent enough.
I think whatever. I think being in the dark, keeping them in the dark, that is the best thing.
Okay.
But what I was thinking for Baroness is maybe like when we're half a day out, because I was thinking, less time to think and plan might be better for them. Like, you know, give them less time to think about what their action is, and say we're half a day away. We're coming in to talk. You know, like cooperation.
I get where you are coming from, but I do not think that any more than 5 minutes is more than enough time for them to prepare. Their ship is bigger and better than ours, even in this newest form. They can literally sink us maybe within half an hour.
True.
I think we let them know in advance, so maybe they are expecting us to turn up. We could even say we will be arriving tomorrow. It is up to you, really. I just think doing it a few hours before or doing it 10 minutes before doesn't make that much of a difference. You know? And also, we could maybe say that we are looking to, when we get there, maybe promote some trade and stuff like that.
I suspect what's going to happen is I'm going to have to pledge some kind of allegiance. Whether that's
I thought you wanted to do that with. I thought that is what.
I think that's what we're going to have
do with the Baroness. Yeah.
I think, well, you know, I'd rather be completely free, but I'd rather have a boat, so I'd rather pledge allegiance and keep our position on this boat secure.
Pledging allegiance as well is a very murky term. I think it is more where we have a non-aggression pact with them, maybe? We are, you know, if you want to tell people that we are allied with them, it still means that we retain our freedom. Because how do I explain this? The Baroness has a lot of secrets. And I mean, I get the impression that she has more secrets than she is letting on.
Oh yeah, she's fucking around with the snake shit, isn't she? So.
Oh yeah, I think so.
No, that's fair enough.
I don't know if I told you this, but I found some wet resin when we were in the Yuan-Ti temple. I forgot to mention it.
I think you might have done. Yeah.
Yeah, I smashed it against the wall. It's not aerial, but the Baroness knows about white resin.
I think you've had more than that, didn't you?
No, it was only one, and it was partially broken, so I smashed it against the wall. I've got more in my bag.
Oh, I thought
that was only white resin.
I'm pretty sure there was intact vials as well that you took. There was 2 vials, and one was cracked, and 2 were intact.
Oh.
Yes, I do apologise. You did mention that there was 2.
You yeeted the cracked one, but you kept the 2 intact ones because they were sealed with wax.
That's it. So I now have. Do I have 8? I can't remember if I left one behind in Jacob's office. I don't think I would have.
I don't believe you did. No.
I think I would have taken them all. I now have 8 vials of white resin. Cool, fun. Okay, Toki. The Baroness also knows about white resin. Just, oops.
Yeah,
I was looking for information.
Ask some questions and find out, wriggle out some kind of agreement where I can keep this boat, and she's satisfied. Okay.
Okay. Why did I feel like that was a little of a double entendre? Never mind. Okay. And she'll open the door to the captain's quarters at this point to have a look at it.
Well, it probably is like, as you're walking out, he's probably saying, well, the Baroness does have many fine assets. As
Opening the door, you can see
Thank you.
a double bed at the far side of the room, underneath the window at the back of the ship. In front of it, you can see a rather over squishy and puffy high-backed captain's chair with a desk in front of it. You can see various blank parchment pieces and writing equipment and things like this. You also see a wall chart which has a map of Salzia and its water territories. You also notice that there is a chair on the other side, more like a stool, for other people to sit at the other side of. The big difference is obviously the furniture is obviously better made. The bed is a double bed rather than the single bed in the cabins. It's obviously got more stuffing in the sleeping mat portion and things like this.
So, Captain, these are your rooms.
Yeah. I'm glad there ain't like a big racist picture. I was worried about that.
While I'm thinking about it, just for the sake of people who haven't played the first campaign, like Celsia, I will just quickly throw up a map of Celsia on screen, just so you guys can see what the map is. I'm assuming you're going to take it down anyway, but I'm just because obviously you don't have need for it, but I just want to show you this is Celsia. And what I mean by water territories is essentially it's got a portion of surrounding waters outlined. You know, like how international territory, like how all that works.
Coastline and such.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Captain, I was going to ask.
That is Celsia.
Oh, it's an island. Okay.
Oh yeah, Celsia's tiny.
I'll show you on the world map, actually. Give me a second.
It's like...
I'll take you to here.
Tiny.
You see this little rock here, Ben?
Ah.
That's Celsia.
Yeah, I see.
And when you consider countries like Multisora and Boreal, where you guys have played, it's very small. But I'll take you back. So yeah, this is the map. You notice that it would have had marked that Hindenshire is the capital.
Oh yeah, industry.
That is correct.
It was. I remember it started off in Hillsfar. Hillsfar's the obsessively racist one. Then Gilton Hall.
Gilton Hall was where the lords actually lived.
Yeah, which was like upper class. But I remember that's where Neris's mother was. This is going back to really campaign 1, early
Which
days.
is the reason why I wanted to show it, because I know not everyone's going to be aware. And as you can tell from the quality of my maps since this one was created, you can really tell how old this is. When you look at the region maps that I make now, you can really see the age of this map.
Oh, it's about 6 or 7 years old now, isn't it?
Yeah. But that is it. I'll delete it now. But that is what's on the wall.
So we have a number of rooms downstairs. I would like to set up maybe a quartermaster room in some place.
Sure.
I would like a desk.
Yes. Do you want to buy one? Do you want to get Otto to make one?
Maybe getting an Otto to make one. Just, I don't know if we would need to maybe clear out one of the cabins.
Yeah, well, we've got 10 cabins plus this one, so you can have one sleeping, one quartermaster room. That's fine.
You could knock 2 of
If
them
you just
together.
And maybe...
Because the sleeping cabins are about 10 foot by 15 foot-ish.
I mean, if you knock 2 of them together and put me an armchair in there, I will be quite happily trancing. It does not bother me.
But you
I don't need a bed.
You already bought the armchair.
Oh, did we buy the armchair? I don't remember how much that cost.
It turned up,
I didn't give you a cost because I know you said you were going to buy one, and I mentioned it in a RP dialogue. We'll just say it was 15 gold.
15 gold, cool. I'd love for it to be like a comfy, like velvet, like really comfy, like a
similar chair to the captain's chair, actually, that you're looking at now.
Yeah. Yes. So if you could maybe, I don't need to have a bed. Ever since Sasmora was in my dreams, I've been trancing ever since. I didn't like the fact that something was able to see my subconscious thoughts. You know?
Yeah.
I dream about all sorts of different things. I don't like the idea that they were in there.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just, if you want one cabin or 2 cabins put into one or whatever, just speak to Otto. Trust you on that.
She'll shout over his shoulder at this point to where the nearest Otto and just start like, right, I want these 2 at the end and knock them together. We will see in a minute.
Okay. Breaking walls, now.
Sacrifice structural integrity, which I don't think it will, but just check with him.
Oh yes, as long as it doesn't sacrifice structural integrity.
It
This
will
is no
impede
offer.
the ship by 2%.
2%. How would it impede the ship?
It will reduce crew capacity and also increase flooding capacity if holes are made in the lower decks, as
Okay.
one bigger room is bad.
Okay. I mean, you can even, if you wanted to, still keep them separate, move the bedding out of one and create an archway between the two. I do not mind that. Whatever. We will sort it later. Cool.
Holding orders.
So you will... Yes. We'll sort them out later. So, Captain, you are happy with your new quarters?
Yes, and I think we'll have this room for. Realise I got a bigger room than everyone else, but so we'll use this one for meetings.
You are
and
the
I'll keep-
captain.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is time you started wearing that title a little bit on stronger shoulders. If
Okay.
you get what I mean.
Yeah, I just didn't want to alienate anyone.
Bit late. No, we are good. I promise we are good. Oh, also, Paula picked that out for you, and she's going to hand it over the picture before exiting the room. Just be like,
Okay.
"Oh, I got this for you."
Are you
I'll
not
pull
going
a
to hand
picture
over the
out,
other
I
ones
think.
from before?
Nope, they can be for later.
Okay.
Damn it!
Oh, no,
I was
she
going to
will,
do. I was
actually.
going to do something with that, but if you beat me to it,
Actually, if you kept it, I wouldn't have it on my person. So you can keep that one, and I will give him the other ones. I'll give him the other 4.
Do you
There you
remember
go.
what they
You
were?
said
Because
you-
I don't.
Yeah, I remember. I wrote it down on my inventory.
Wasn't it an incubus? Or was that?
No, it's not that time. So what I have got? Oh my god, I can't believe. I have a male Goliath, a female Goliath, an incubi, and a succubi. There you go.
Well, Thank you.
We are setting. I don't remember why I am doing this. If I'm perfectly honest, Josiah, I think you said that you wanted me to continue. I can't really.
No, no, I wasn't saying like right. So it's like if someone hands you a delicious beer, you're like, "Well, thank you for the delicious beer." It wasn't like I was saying you go get me a delicious beer. You just keep handing them to me, and I'm like, "Thank you," and that's okay, and it's something I enjoy. But
Wait,
I'm not.
I just realised
I'm
he's.
not-
You know the frame he's got where Salzia country. It was just going to become a collage wall.
It's a porn one.
Oh, okay. So you want me to stop?
Yeah, well, I said I wasn't going to complain, but it does seem a bit weird that you keep buying me porn now.
It is a little weird.
It just. Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good
Yeah,
chat.
well, I was doing it to fuck with Wade, right? Like, I feel like we've had this conversation.
Yeah, I thought it was some sort of. If I'm honest, I have been fucking with you a little bit. I kind of knew it wasn't a pirate thing. I just thought it was because you had a crush on Wade and was trying to poke fun at him, like a little boy pulling pigtails. You know?
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to fuck him. I just really wanted him to. Like, he was. What's the word? Just the term? Whipped. He was whipped. Like.
Oh
I
no,
wanted
he
him to
was.
get over Charlotte, so I was like, well, you know, this is another sexy pirate lady. That was part of it as well. Just to be like, there's plenty more fish in the sea. I'd also just fuck with him a little bit as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was. No one would blame you if you were trying to. I get the attraction, but I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood.
You're fucking with me again. I know you are. So yeah, it's
I thought that is what pirates do.
Yeah.
Fuck with each
I'm
other.
not. I'm not telling you off. I'm just saying I see it.
Okay. Good talk. Enjoy, Captain.
Thank you. I guess.
Now she will leave. Like I say, Paula does have the picture that looks.
I guess he's like He's like looking at him, and then he realizes that there's just an Otto stood there in his room. Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. He's just like, okay, hello, Otto.
Aye.
So I think Matt wanted to do something at this point, it sounds like.
Well, it would be some point when we're having a drink.
I'm about to say,
Oh yeah, we start the party.
Yeah.
Let's start the party. Also, I heard someone come in a little while back, and I feel bad
yeah.
because I've not spoken.
Adam!
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 Yeah.
Should we
You know
quickly
it's no
take
next November.
Should we quickly take a moment to catch Adam up, as we have done with Matthew?
With the ship.
Yeah. We went through the underbelly descent, which was like, you know, where there was that stream and we saw the stairs. We went deeper down, ended up setting off a Beyblade, went through some rooms, found like a sort of alchemist room, a big ritual room, and then a room full of cages, as we've seen a lot of times with the Yuan-Ti stuff. Legged it. Oh, where's Stan, Danny? Is Stan still around?
Stan?
Is it Stan? Yeah, the ape, the chimpanzee, whatever he is.
Oh, he would.
the baboon.
No, he would have gone because it took a couple days to get to Ivory Sands, but you can resummon with the tricks.
Yeah, so we got some items as well. I just remembered the baboon suddenly. Sorry, guys.
Stan disappeared at dawn, which Josiah probably would have had a bit of mental trauma from that. But you know,
Yeah, he'd probably be sad. He would have been like, "Where's Stan?" Like,
Stan.
No, Rara would have told him you could have. You know, she would have been like, "You can summon him again." Like, there we go.
Oh,
So he
it would be
knows
the-
now he can bring it back.
it'd be the same.
And then we travelled here. We've got a big boat now, and we've been doing shopping. That's pretty much it. I think in the most succinct way I can do it. Yeah. It's called. It was called the Storm's Lance. It was originally owned by the Salzian lords, so they're like the Thorned Crown, as they're commonly called. But Josiah owns it for 1 copper piece. Is also his real surname's Leech, which is kind of weird. We've done shopping, we've got stuff sorted, and the boat is now being called the Call of Chaos.
Which it was the Storm's Lance before.
At some point, I would have asked the Ottos to change the name and change it from the Storm's Lance over to the Call of Chaos using the new
I
paint that
assumed
we've
as
got.
much, yeah.
But party time! We're partying!
Is there anything Adam Dax would like to do? Obviously, because you've just come in.
He'd probably just be setting his room up.
You all
Just
each have a
settling in.
small cabin, 10 by 15 foot. Oh,
Yeah, that'll do.
You all have a party to attend now, as the ship is being prepared for the most wonderful of celebrations. All of the members of Wade's Rest, as well as yourselves, and all of the Ottos are invited. I would say that some of the Ottos have probably been instructed to like bang on kegs and stuff and make some basic music, for want of a better word.
We've got a board.
Is our bard a music bard?
More of a trickster one, isn't it? Carson.
Yeah, he's more of like a slam poetry.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see if any. I mean, maybe the Wade's Rest know how to play a few instruments.
Yeah, but
Can you play an instrument, Bard? Dax. Can
think
you
I
play an
did.
instrument?
Hang on, let me think. What? Yeah.
Bard, play us a song, please, Bard.
Bard. Yeah, I'll do a few tunes here and there.
Excellent. So yeah, we party.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop you guys on the ship.
Thank you.
And I guess it's sort of like first things first, it's deciding what we're quite doing with Wade's rest. I was going to make Montrose the captain or like vice captain as they do cargo runs, if that's agreeable with everyone.
Is that the other, the smaller ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get him to stick between Crimson Blossom, New Horizons, and back. Safe waters.
I was going to suggest maybe Vif comes with us.
Yes. I do feel a bit bad for dragging him to a room, interrogating him, and then adopting him. Oops.
Well, I have an idea how we
You
could
can
use him.
you don't have to worry about meta by talking about what's on his character sheet, Ben.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it's something on there that's probably piqued your interest as well. You are allowed within reason to talk about stuff on there, because I would imagine you probably assessed what he can do and spoke to him and stuff.
Oh,
Does that make sense, Ben?
Yeah, that's
you
fine.
completely cut out then.
Yeah,
Oh, did I?
yeah.
No, what I was saying was you don't. You can talk about within reason what's on his character sheet freely without worrying about meta, because I would just say over time it's probably come out what his abilities are and what he can do comfortably and things. So go on, carry on.
What I was going to suggest is maybe we send him to the same island as Jacob, just to the town, because he seems to be an infiltrator.
And just for those that can't see his character sheet, I mean you can, but yeah. So what? So Ben, he's referring to the fact that he's obviously got a ring of disguised self. He's got the ring that blocks sunlight sensitivity. He's also got the actor feat, and he can stealth as a bonus action.
Before we do this, could we maybe talk to him and see if he is comfortable with doing this, and also give him some instruction on how to do espionage, because I figured him out within 30 seconds.
You only did because you were told he was suspicious because of illusion magic. Let's be fair.
He broke real fast, though. He needs a little trick. I know, being fair, yeah, I got a heads up, but at the same point, he needs a little help.
I used devil magic to expose him.
Not only that as well, but you were speaking to him in Elvish and he thought you were the Drow police to come and drag him back home.
Also, he needs it's more so from the fact of he literally didn't know where he was saying he was from. He needs some basic, this stuff covered. No, I mean, he needs a bit of support.
He needs to be told if he's asked. Like, give him some information of the area, yeah.
Cool. It is not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, just that town, not the compound, the town.
Oh God, no.
And then
I can always check in with him then at some point. Yeah.
Just as a random point, although I feel like I shouldn't need to say it as well. Vif is always permanently disguised.
Oh, for that. Mm-hmm.
He's in this. He's in a similar nondescript human, fair skin, black hair, short. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, it's better than having a Drow walking around. I felt that was pretty obvious, but I just wanted to point it out. Yeah.
How do you feel about this bit? I assume I assume we're like in a big group.
Yeah. Well, Josiah mentioned it a couple times, and I don't mind doing it. I would like to think that if anybody was immediately following me now, they would have shown themselves by now. So I feel at least I can put some focal effort into things.
Exactly, and we would obviously pay you. I assume we would pay you at some point. And also, if you need to get out of there, I will check in regularly with you. If you need to get out of there, get back here. and we'll come get you.
Understood.
Okay.
Yes.
And we can work on a backstory. Maybe you're a trader from Ivory Sands and you go to work and trade at, I can't remember the island's name. But
Could we have a map, Danny?
Yeah,
if
that
that's
Yes.
okay.
Yes. That probably makes the most sense given what you guys are talking about.
Well, the,
I'll
Or-
just Dan. Yeah.
the trick I use is if you feel like you're being. If people think you're suspicious, just then change what you look like, become an entirely new person. I mean, it's kind of the job I was doing for the Baroness was you just,
Another trick.
every town you walk into, you're a different face, different name.
What if you are, you say originally you are a merchant from Ivory Sands, and then if anybody pushes you, first of all, you switch your story to, actually, I ran away from the Cloud Breakers. Most people will tend not, if they think you are suspicious, it will be thinking because they think you're hiding something, which is just something that should be hidden. Most people back away from you. They don't tend
Right.
to ask again.
I understand.
And then if they are really suspicious, like Paula says, you change your face and get out of town for a little bit.
There's limitations to the disguise abilities, but
The names.
I shouldn't have to worry too much.
I don't think it will. We
No.
went to the town. It's not really associated with Jacob. It's a point where you could observe
Right.
from afar.
See, barmaid in the town, in the tavern, is called Stella. Maybe like
Oh,
you've
I
met her
remember
once
this is-
before.
This is the
Yeah.
fucking reference that I made, and I didn't
Stella.
realize. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't it off a film or something?
Yeah.
Because I gave her
Yeah.
a southern accent, and it was like the same or something.
Mm-hmm.
If you make out like you have been there before and just be like, "Oh, Stella, how's it been?" Because she will kind of make, and this is gonna sound bad, but she will be like, "I don't remember him, but he knows my name. He must know me." So it will be more so because those are people that pass through there, but you remember her. It will give you a little connection,
Right.
you know?
No, I understand what you're getting at. I think it's. I think obviously we'll need to talk more about
Yes.
details of places, and obviously what it is. Why are you sending me there to begin with? Obviously,
We
I
need-
assume it's
yeah.
about this Jacob, but obviously knowing exactly what would be ideal.
Keep your ears to the ground, see what's happening. He's got a base the other side of the island. It's just seeing if he's moving, if he's getting more boats, things like that. His boat's got a silver tower on its sail.
Right.
Do we have a spyglass, maybe? If we can get you somewhere high. And no, I'm thinking too much. It's aground, and I think keep it vague, but not too vague. Try to stay away from too many details.
Right.
Just, yeah, I went somewhere yesterday. You don't need to specify. Most people get caught in a lie. Also, rehearse it backwards if you're going to lie. So if you're going to give a chain of events, rehearse it backwards as well. It is a common way to break a spy. Just saying.
Right, I'll do that. So you wish for me to obviously just make sure that these people are not doing anything drastic.
Yes.
Uh,
And seeing
Not just that. I think as well, just any information will be good information.
if we know he had one boat last time I checked. I just need to make sure if
That
we
is
can find out
correct,
if he's
yes.
got more. Yeah.
But
so
The
yeah.
ship that met you at Siren's Rest, which was being helmed by Charlotte, was a
Yeah.
different ship.
Yes. So if I
Um,
can have a count of men and ships, that would be also
Also,
useful.
if you notice anybody acting odd, like in sync with other people, not really talking, walking strange, get out of there fast.
You mean like the Ottos?
Yes, very similar.
If the Ottos are actually living, breathing people.
Right.
Yes, and they
So
all have
any-
the same kick.
So if people are acting like the automatons,
Mm,
Mind
Exactly.
controlled, working in hive mentality. Yeah, get to the northern peak. I will check in with you every couple of days if I am able to. Hunker down, and we will come get you.
I think probably for the best is if you leave from here tomorrow under a different persona to go to
Yes.
and charter a boat going that way and drop you off there.
right? So not to take either of your ships. No.
We can't be attached in any way.
I'd say use a different persona than the one you've been using as well tonight.
Right.
You could be Ari,
Are you?
a merchant from Ari. Yes, from a merchant who has recently come to Ivory Sands. You've been there for a few months looking for something new, and decided to go to Ulster's Den to set something up. What could it be? Where would someone go to Ulster's Den? There wasn't much there.
It could be, yeah, you're saying you're a trader, and then if people press you, it's like a deal went wrong in Ivory Sands, and you've gone there just to.
Let
Lay
it
low
like
for a bit.
quieten down. Yeah. I will also give him 10 golds and just be like, try and set yourself up for some time. Okay?
Yes, I will. I'll see if I can get a vessel tomorrow to leave as soon as possible.
Ask if there are any odd jobs around town, stuff that you can get involved with. Talk to as many people as you can do.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Being like, oh, do you need help? Does the bar staff need help cleaning? Literally, just do odd jobs. Are you comfortable with that?
Yes, I can do that. It's not exactly what I expected after leaving where I came from, but well, it's definitely better.
Just like,
What did you want after leaving?
I don't know, but it's just I didn't expect to be doing things like this. I was more expecting to hopefully find like a city or a town and I don't know, just be like a normal person. Like it's not a bad thing, but it's just unexpected.
Has he gone?
Danny?
Can you hear
I think
me?
you might have gone again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know why it's going randomly.
No.
Hang on, give me a sec. I'll plug and plug my wire back in. Right, can you hear me now?
Yep.
We.
Right, I just wondered in case maybe that was a bit of dust in the wire. But
It sounded more like the internet, but I don't could be wrong.
it might be. But no, he's basically saying no, it's not a bad thing. It's just he expected to find like a city or a town and essentially just be a villager.
Joe
And just,
Nobody,
yeah, it's not. He's saying it's not a bad thing. It's just really not what he was expecting when he got out.
Mm.
No.
Sometimes
If
these
you are-
things. Sorry, you go.
No. It's just after you.
I was just going to say sometimes things find us unexpected, but if you after this, it shouldn't be long until we need to come to you anyway. And if you want to have a little money and go get set up in Ivory Sands or go to another continent, we'll help you.
That sounds-
Exactly, Zach.
That sounds good. Yes, we'll talk about it more. We'll see how things go. But yes, and he'll put he's putting the gold in his like a pouch. I'll put this towards doing whatever it is I can do, and obviously get stuck in wherever and make some coin here and there as well.
Yeah, there'll be odd jobs there.
Exactly.
Have
I will be
you?
in touch.
I assume the way you're speaking, you've all been to Ulster's Den before.
Right?
Right. So, do you know if the town's like known for anything? Like, is it like a fishing village or something?
No.
I can't really remember. I think it was just a small trading town in.
Well, I think
fishing
the issue is you didn't really probe the town enough to
yeah,
find out.
no, we were there for other things, so we didn't really.
Right. Okay.
Ask the people on the boat where you're going.
Yes.
Ask
yes.
them. They must know as they go. Yeah.
You never know. You might go there and like it there, and if you want to stay there after, that's fine.
Yeah, like I said, we'll see. Wait, is the Harangon supposed to be doing that? And he kind of points over at Barnet, who's doing something stupid, probably.
What's Barnet doing?
Liam, what's Barnet doing?
I don't know, to be honest.
Right, I'm gonna make something up then.
Yeah.
I just wanted to break the conversation up. You find Barnet currently climbing the rigging on the middle sail.
Oh, I think at this point, looking at Josiah, she'll be like, sit down. And she'll go and sort Barnet out. Just be like, get down from there. You're going to break your neck and do the you're an idiot thing. So he can continue to talk.
Josiah's passing out booze, whiskey and ale.
Yeah. Is Paula and Dax doing anything? Good to know.
I've decided against what I was planning, but
good to know. You'll currently find that Shell is currently sat nearby, and what it is, she's currently like got her legs like spread out in like a V shape, and she's poured like a contents of a bag in between like her legs, and she's filtering through all like these random things that she's got.
Oh, there we go.
Danny,
could have
you're
to
cutting
then.
out a bit, and I don't think you can hear us sometimes as well. I think
Right.
Matt was
okay.
going to say something, and you
Well,
cutting out a
all I
bit.
heard was Matt say, "I decided against what I was gonna do."
yeah, that's why I said yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Because you're chicken shit.
Yeah, no, that's all I heard him say.
It was a bit too spicy.
Oh no, I want to know.
I'll tell you
Do
later.
it. Oh.
But no, like I said,
No.
people notice that Shell's, like I said, she sat like on a tush with like her legs apart, and she's poured like some, like a pouch, and she's got like it's like knickknacks and bric-a-brac and like real like tat. And you see her pouring through some of the things, inspecting them, and like messing around with whatever she's got, and it's like a myriad of all sorts. You notice that Dolly's just sat having a quiet drink near like the light that you guys have got. Montrose is having like this weird like silent disco vibe jig to him. It's a little weird, but it also kind of like he's pretty much the only person dancing, so it's like a little weird at the same time.
Yeah, he's like the dad dancer.
Yeah, kind of. It's like a silent disco type dance you do, and you see Ike and Tyke are off to the side, and you see that one of them is leaning over and looking at like the sides of the ship, like down the side of the ship, I should say.
I'm guessing we just drink the night away then, if
Yep.
nothing else is happening.
The rest of
Once
the
it-
night, yeah, go on,
I was just about to say when we get to the end of the night, I was going to do something.
go for it then.
Okay.
I don't believe anyone else is preferring to do anything right now, so you're welcome to go for it.
So at the end of the night, when everyone starts going to the rooms and stuff, Josiah invites Pola for some light refreshment in the captain's quarters.
Oh.
Okay.
Implication
Okay.
being the implication.
Oh, I should have bought tea. It's... yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So
Is that
then they
it?
disappear off to the captain's room. Kristen,
That was
Is that
yeah.
fade to black?
yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yes, Chris is the
this-
captain's quarters.
You know, it'd be, I just had a really fucking cruel thought, but that's funny. I'm not gonna say it. Fine.
Oh, you're all chicken shit tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost imagine as a joke, Pola puts the drawing that looks like Nivara on her face
Oh my god.
Oh, no!
as a
my
weird
God.
fuck you.
Why? Why is? I don't
Because
even think
Pola
there is a
and
love
Nivara
triangle.
seem to have apparently like this weird fucking rivalry.
There's this.
No, they don't! It's the
I don't
opposite
fucking
of
understand.
that.
Well, Paula thinks that. I think.
Wait, what? I don't
Yeah.
get this.
Either
Well,
way.
Yeah, Matt's trying to make a love triangle.
A little bit, yeah.
Just don't
Yeah.
ever make it a rhombus. Don't ever go full rhombus. It never works.
Oh, God.
No, it's not a triangle anyway. It would be an arrow, technically. Because it's apparently Pola and Josiah, and then Nivara is just somewhere in the opposite direction, not really knowing what the fuck is going on. Terrible.
So the night goes away, bringing forward.
Wait, I need Josiah to roll performance.
Fair enough.
No!
No, it's been asked for now.
Got the worst roll. Oh.
It's above average.
It'll do.
What was the DC?
I didn't think of what to be fair.
Well, if 10's average, it's.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. But the night goes into the dead of. And then-
Does anyone clock the walk of shame? Is it a walk of shame? I don't know. That's really I
It's
don't
not.
like that term
There's
anyway.
no shame.
Does anyone
Probably fine with
notice?
it.
I would
Yeah.
imagine if
Pride of pride.
Could I?
I would imagine if anybody was
Ooh.
going to, it would probably be you, Rose, because or Nivara, because of trancing. You'd be awake before
Yeah.
everybody else anyway. Go on, Adam. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, could I inspire Josiah?
How would you
What?
know?
Inspiring. What?
How would you know?
Why?
A barn always knows.
Oh, this is getting a bit gross now. Can we move past
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
I've been trying for 5 minutes. The morning comes. Get up.
No sooner.
Get out.
Everybody's awake.
Thank you.
Cool.
The morning is
I assume
here.
everything's been arriving, that kind of thing. We're getting stuff on the board.
Yes.
Boat, we're ready to set off almost. So Nivara will go to the captain's quarter and kind of like start knocking on the
Yeah.
door a little bit.
Montrose
I assume-
and his crew have obviously gone back to Wade's
Yeah.
Rest. Viv has
Yeah.
also left. This is now just the party and the automatons.
Yeah. Did Paula not sneak off, or was she there for breakfast in the captain's quarters?
It probably would have snuck off a bit.
Damn, you took
Yeah.
down free food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she hit it and quit
I
it. I
assume-
love Paula.
I assume it's pirates being pirates.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nivara will kind of like knock on the captain's quarter and probably wake him up if he was drinking last night and then
Yeah.
had some more vigorous activities.
You notice the
Like-
Otto. The only thing that would be unusual is the Otto's outside rather than in his quarters.
No, what it is, like there's a jacket just draped over its head.
Probably.
Just chuck your jacket on it like a fucking coat rack.
The hat.
but you
no,
know
the
what it-
hat. The big hat's over his
But you
head.
know what would be
like.
even funnier? You would actually
Yeah.
wake up and your clothes are gone. Because that specific Otto would go for its rest, and the other one that would replace it would come instead. So
Yeah,
it's
my
took
hat's gone.
your fucking jacket and your hat are in the fucking hold. Attached still to the Otto. Because at some point in the middle of the night, they've obviously switched over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, knock, knock, knock.
Hello. Yeah.
Kessan, I believe we are all ready to set sail. Would you like to say something on our first voyage?
Yeah. Go on. I'll make some coffee and then we'll come up and I'll. Let's do a speech. Yes. Yeah.
You don't have to if you do not want to.
No, I want to. Just a bit tired. And then I guess he'll sort of like it's just like just give me 5 minutes and I'll be on deck and I'll do a speech. Yes, speech. And then,
You hear walking away from the door as she leaves.
yeah, you just hear like, "Where's my heart? Like, where's my fucking heart? Like,
Yeah, and
where's my heart?"
your hat is in the cargo hold with Otto.
Could an Otto bring my shit back, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So then he'll appear on the deck and gather everyone around.
And then a few moments later, an Otto will walk up to you with your hat and jacket.
Ah, thank you, Otto.
You're welcome, Captain.
I think we got a big boat now. We're going to go get recognised by other pirates, and then we can go kill Jacob, avenge Wade, or do something for Wade, so he's not restless. Hopefully.
Do you say this to yourself and the Otto in your room, or is this your speech?
No, this is his speech. This is his.
No, this is it.
Yeah.
Navarro kind of like claps a couple of times and then it's just like, raise anchor. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Right, it's a 2-point warning. Let's go. Because it's only the 3 of the. It's only like the venturing 6 anyway. So.
Mm-hmm.
Make way, Otto.
Very good.
You do get a smile and a wink off Polar.
So,
I think he tries to not raise suspicion.
yeah, so if I remember, you're heading to 2-point warnings where the Dawning Ire is. Right,
yeah.
Yep.
Let's have a little bit of a measure. At the ship.
few days away.
Well, the ship that you've got is going about 2.5 miles an hour tops. So that's about 100-ish hours. So that's 4 days. Because remember, this ship's slower than
4 and a bit
But it
days.
can travel overnight as well because of the automatons. They recycle.
Oh yeah, no,
so
the
you
ship
can.
is able to pretty much sail 24/7. Yeah, so it's about 4 and a bit days. Whereas obviously Wade's rest probably would have done that in 3.
Navarro, do you want to message? I don't know if it's better to message Morgan rather than the Baroness. I don't know.
It is up to you. I met both.
Which one's
I
Morgan?
don't really.
Morgan is the first admiral, essentially the
Tiefling.
right hand of the Baroness.
Right. I will suggest maybe message him. It's probably a bit more official.
Respectful, official.
Yeah.
Seems more the way to do it. Yes, Morgan.
Now?
Yeah, might as well. Taking your advice.
Okay. So as we're setting off, Navarro kind of like, let me just figure out this spell. Just 1 second. It's been a while since I've had sending in my inventory. So, bear with me.
Just trying to see if I have a token for Morgan. I feel like I did.
I think you did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, but I can't find it.
So yeah, much like what she does with when she's casting message, is she'll raise her timepiece up to her ear and use it like a flip phone, and we'll say, "Hello, Morgan. This is Naivara, Captain Black Soul's quartermaster. We are en route with new, bigger ship. Do not shoot on sight. We arrive in 4 days. Thanks.
You cut off at 4.
What?
I was counting.
Oh, in
along
4
with you.
days.
You cut off at
Sorry.
just the number 4 was your last word. We arrive in 4 is what you get.
No, it's not. It's 25 words.
Yeah, I was counting.
I was counting as well.
Oh, one of us got
But I'm
from.
doing it.
I was
Yeah,
counting
so it was-
along with you.
Wait a minute, let me type it out because I kind of put in my head while I was in. I'm Morgan. This is my phone.
This is important because then Morgan's gonna be like, for what?
Yeah.
Minutes? Fuck!
I think with context they can probably figure it out. But
I
yeah,
think he can make a. He's a smart enough guy to make a
Is he?
guess.
We are en route. Do not shoot in sight. We will arrive in 4 days. I'm just going to see what bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Oh,
Boom.
I must have miscounted then. That's fine.
I think it's when you're doing your hands or whatever.
I think I might have accidentally done a compound word as 2 or something. Like, I think I might have accidentally counted quartermaster
And he
as...
can also...
Yeah.
Quartermaster is one word, isn't it?
No, I know. I'm saying I might have accidentally counted it as 2. That's what I'm thinking I might have done.
yeah.
Because it's technically 2
And-
words, but it's a compound word, so it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you put en route as on route instead.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like en route.
That's
With
Yeah, that makes sense.
quartermaster, I know I specifically did that as 1, but en route I did as on and then route as a word, so I did that twice.
Rather than
En
the
route.
en route,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
also
So that's all that's
the
happened.
same word.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
fine.
but a few moments like later, you hear. Very well understood. What is the name of the vessel? Make sure that your signal flags are correctly purposed.
I can do that.
I'll cast it again.
Mm-hmm.
New ship is the Call of Chaos. I'm just going to do it out. Bear with me. New ship is the Call of Chaos. Yeah. It is much larger. Paula is sorting the flags. See you soon.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I've got a few more words.
You got 6.
I've got a few more, like 6. I will send again before. Just so they know I'll send when we'll get a bit closer. Yeah.
Right. There's just a short response. We will await your arrival with preparedness. And that's it.
He said that they will await our arrival with preparedness. Meh. Okay. I have 4 days.
Yeah, fuck it.
They say preparedness. I imagine just in case they think that we are going to shoot on site. When a couple of days before, I will message again to say we are a couple of days away, and basically she'll give him another heads up that we're going to be arriving in a couple of days. We will not. We are coming for a parlay or whatever Josiah tells her to say. She will be basically like,
Is it even a parlay? Isn't it just a?
Yeah, it's not an aggression.
This is what we
basically.
have. We're now going forward with the plan.
You have got to remember though, Matt, parlay isn't always hostile negotiations.
Oh, is it not? Oh, okay.
A parlay is a general term for 2 people that are technically not allies coming to some sort of discussion over terms of something.
Right.
The thing is,
yeah,
they typically...
I was assuming it was a ceasefire kind of deal.
Dramatizations tend to show them as means of 2 warring armies or sides.
Yeah.
but parlays can be used for like say as an example, think countries like. If,
Yeah.
Say
It's a
if-
truce,
like,
almost.
like say as a random example here, South Africa isn't an ally with the UK, but the UK could parlay and just make communication and discussion, maybe over a treaty or a deal or something they want to talk, or maybe some. Do
Okay.
you know what I mean? Parlay isn't always hostile negotiation. It basically, when you enact a parlay, it puts in place the rules of you don't fuck each other over, no, funny business.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you turned up without parlay and they decided they want to fuck you over, do you know what I mean? Parlay's like honor rules.
Yeah.
Like, don't be dicks, let's chat.
Yeah. It's peaceful intent.
Yeah,
no matter
or at least
what the
that's-
situation.
I mean, I might be wrong, but that's how I believe to understand parlay.
That's how I understand it.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I might be slightly off, but that's how I've always understood it.
So over the next 4 days, I'll just say that every, maybe not the next day, but then the day after, she'll contact again, just to be like, we're a couple of days away. We're coming for parlay. We will not be aggressive. Can you say the same?
If it is a parlay that you are requesting, then obviously all rules will be followed as such. You have nothing to fear if you're coming to negotiate. We are preparing, nevertheless, for any inevitabilities.
It cuts off then.
Yeah.
Too many words. Yeah. She'll still give a thumbs up to Desire at that point.
It sounds like he's just. This is the thing, and this is why we're going in the first place. We've got big fuck
You've
off
got their
shit. They're
ackles
gonna be
up.
spooked. Yeah.
Regardless of your intent, their ackles are up.
Well, yeah, and Desire say, well, this is why we're going
no,
anyway.
And the thing is, they don't necessarily know you. As far as you guys are aware, they aren't aware of your ship. But
Yeah.
you would
Yeah.
probably get an idea that they're not used to pirates just brazenly reaching out like this. Does that make sense?
No one's.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's used to Nivara.
No
let's be honest.
pirate captain just randomly goes, "Yo, Admiral of the biggest badass bitches on this ocean. Sup? We're coming to say hi." Like, that doesn't happen. So it's immediately kind of put the. And I would say
Yeah.
you've probably gleaned this from passive insights over the multiple
Yeah.
sendings. It's just
There's
unusual.
probably a first for everything, though. We're trendsetters. That's all it is.
Well, to be fair, we did this shit last time. We just sort of rocked off. Went,
Yeah, you
hello.
did,
At least we're giving them some advance notice
At
this
least
time.
the last
We're
time,
on our
though,
way.
At least the last time, though, you had their quartermaster returning on board. He was using you as a taxi, essentially, which gave you excuse to turn up.
No, that was me.
No,
No, that's Paula.
No, it was Jack Coyote. He was guest character as well.
That was last time. First time it was
Was it?
Paula.
Oh.
Last
No,
time.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It was
Yeah, yeah,
Polar.
yeah.
It was Polar.
Yeah.
No, Jackal's character was given to you on the ship to go down to Skull's
Yeah,
Island.
yeah,
Yeah.
That is a very good point. Paula, are you staying with us?
I have leave, and I'm still interested in learning my studies and maybe some
Oh.
other things on board.
Oh, I can show you a great many things. Maybe we should do some teaching?
Yes.
Study?
Yeah.
And then we'll spend our time
Yeah.
studying with Paula.
Obviously, over the travel, I know Nivara he's obviously intending on sending at different points during travel. Is there any? Feel free to speak up now, or forever hold your buttocks if there is anything anyone else would like to do during the travel. 2 days have
There is one
elapsed, and I
final.
will be flexible with time. Go on, Rose.
I was just going to say, the day before, I know we're still like a day away, if that makes sense, at some point. I will send a message to Beth and just be like, are you on the way? And just see if he's selling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to send a quick message
So
to
that
him.
would be on the
so he can
third
tell
day
us.
of travel.
Third day,
Yeah.
yeah. Just be like, are you on your way?
Yeah. So for
How's
the
it
first,
going?
we'll get to that in a second. So for the first 2 days of travel, is there anything anyone else would like to do? Just because obviously, I'll be flexible, and then obviously we'll try and be a bit more concise.
I'm just going to be practicing the tiny hut spell.
That's fine. If you're just doing like general relaxing and practicing, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is more in case you want to do anything specific that might require rolls or other players.
Could I
Um,
say something quickly,
Go on.
though, to...
Go
I
on.
don't know if this will
You-
help.
Rose, then Matt.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. With the tiny hut spell, I don't know. I don't think Adam was here last session.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Where it was, we talked about the fact that Nivara got it free from last time when we were on the ships.
So
And I know
obviously we can discuss that post session and sort
Yeah,
that
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Don't worry
Cool.
about it. Because obviously it
Yeah,
might change
'cause-
what levels you pick, spells you pick up and stuff. That's all, Adam.
Ah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it was like, it was a freebie, meaning we already have it in the party, and I don't want for you to have used one of your only bard spells, which I know are very
Especially
difficult to come
as
by.
a bard as well, you can only change your spells on a level up as well.
Yeah.
Which is
Level
annoying.
up, yeah.
So this is why I'm saying
Yeah.
we'll just talk proper, because obviously I know you was intending on taking it, but things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
Chill.
Matt?
dig it around.
Cool.
Polar will just be trying to gauge how Josiah acts with her. Kind of, was there like,
Okay.
is he showing more intent on, was it just a one night stand? But Polar's being very kind of herself, kind of carrying on as normal. The odd flirtation now and then, but is Josiah changed?
Josiah.
No, he hasn't changed. He's more waiting to see if she initiates. Like
They're
he's
both
more.
waiting for
Oh, we're both okay.
Oh, this is so awkward.
Brilliant.
It's the Sexican standoff.
Oh my word.
It's not the Mexican
do any of
standoff.
us-
It's the Sexican.
Do any of us like pick up on the vibes that are obviously bouncing between the
Oh,
two?
okay,
Like, 'cause it
okay.
sounds real awkward.
Okay, can
Oh, insights.
both Josiah and Polar make? I think deception checks is the best way to play it
Okay.
off. And then basically, if you perform poorly at the deception, this then basically shows how obvious you're being to everybody else.
So I can't get below an 8, so that will still be a
8.
8 plus 6,
14.
so 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Polar, obviously, he's playing it off fantastically, like masterfully. And to be fair, Josiah's doing pretty well. I would say the majority of people on the ship aren't going to really notice too much unless
No.
you really take the time to really dig in and study, but you wouldn't have a reason to do that because there wouldn't be any suspicion.
No.
So yeah, for the moment, the tension is not thick like a hearty jelly. But
Jelly.
what, Matt? I heard you snigger.
This is the whole situation's making me
Oh, I
laugh.
thought you was
This
laughing at
woman.
hearty jelly.
Oh, no.
His perspective, Josiah's is like, I initiated once, I'm going to wait for her to initiate this time if she wants to come back. So like that's. So it's just
And I'm
like,
there going, does he want to me initiate or does he want to initiate? I'm just, we're both waiting for
Yeah, but you know what's
I think
gonna
on
happen?
the
the other one.
You know what's
Yeah.
going to be funny? If you both get sick of waiting for each other and both go to initiate at the same time, and you know,
bet-
you do that weird thing where you both talk the exact same line at the same time and just like mirror each other. But either way, the third day will come
yeah.
and we'll go. Rose, my Vara will send a message to Vith, which is what I remember hearing what you said earlier. Vith will respond. I have managed to get a fishing vessel to take me down to Ulster's Den. I have offered to help stop at different points and collect fish for them as part of their work, as well as a small smattering of coin. And that's it. That's all he will say.
She'll let Josiah know by going, Vith is en route on a fishing vessel.
Yeah, and you'll notice as well that Vith is a little wasteful with the spell, but he's never really encountered it.
No.
He probably spoke far too many words and he should have on the one thing and then doesn't continue, expecting almost like a normal conversation, but doesn't happen because that's how sending works.
And then, after that, she will find Paula and be like, so, you wish to do more teaching? Learning? Lecturing?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Always. Yeah.
You seem very... Excellent.
More.
No, what do you want to learn?
Well, you're trying to teach me this silvery barbs thing.
Show me how you put your hands, if you remember.
I will try and I will do what I was taught. Kind of go through the motions. I don't know how Wizardy Woo really works.
Wizardy
But
Woo.
She just kind of grins and goes, it is verbal. It is fine. I am taking the mic. Sorry. I'm trying to do this new thing. Josiah was like, lighten up a little.
Yes.
It's not working, is it? And you told me to
No.
dumb myself down, so I am trying.
Okay.
Or do you feel like I don't need to dumb
Well,
you?
yeah, you just threw me off because now you're in. This is when you should be in lecture mode.
Oh, okay. I mean, if
Never
you
mind.
want me to be in full lecture mode, I'm not sure whether you would like it.
Oh God. Should we just go over the spell again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll go over the spell, but it's a little less like Novara's been kind of, when she's been talking through, has been a bit slower and a bit, careful with sort of trying to learn. But now it's like she's expecting for you to keep up with her, if that makes
Okay.
sense. So like one of those very strict teachers, a little bit stricter than what you probably have encountered with her before. But she is very
Yeah.
like, no, like this, and she's being a bit more sharper with you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A little bit more dominant, shall we say?
Shout at me hard and mommy.
Yeah, and Polar is like fully focused. Is kind of wants to learn.
Yeah.
Full nerd mode.
The third day,
Good.
obviously with training and things, comes to an end. Josiah,
Hello.
given your unusual past few days, your mind is aflush with various different things from many different people and many different situations that are ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
And it does create like this weird amalgamation of dream states where you've had some real fucked up dreams lately.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one where you fused with the boat and wore it like a mech suit at some point,
Yeah.
and you had like cannon fists. It was like really fucking cool. But this night you have a cannon fists. I know, Matt, it's good in it. But
Yeah.
this night,
I'm just trying to imagine it.
like just him wearing the boat. This
Are they
night's a little.
canon now then?
This night is a little
Oh.
different. Fucking hell. You are in a circular room made of stone. It's well lit. You can see that it's like what you'd imagine like the inside of a wizard's tower to be like, just with really shit interior design, because there's none. And you see a shadowy figure against the wall that looks reminiscent of what you saw in a dream before in the deck of a ship.
Yes.
You feel like this is a dream that you have some level of autonomy in, meaning you can control your body to a degree, like REM. Is it REM sleep? I think they call it, or something. I can't remember.
Lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming.
That's the one. That's the one. Do you react in any way? I would
Be
say
like-
you know
yeah.
recognition. Then?
Yeah, I said Luxana, was that you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
No, it's alright.
There is silence for the moment.
Can I light the room or illuminate or...
The room's well lit, but the figure is still cast in shadow. The room is like, you can see the walls. You can actually see like it's made of like stone brick. It's
Yeah,
just like an
okay.
empty circular room, like a prison cell, like kind of deal. Like it's just blank. It doesn't have any furniture of any kind. As you kind of like, Loxana, is that you? You see 3 eyes above, like above, probably 2-3 foot above, open, and like they're yellow in color. And you feel that as these eyes, each eye opens one by one, the shadow gets like diminished a little bit and pushed to the floor, like it's been oppressed.
Right. So the shadow that looks like Loxana is being like pushed to the floor by these three eyes in the ceiling.
No, about hovering about 2-3 foot above. Like Loxana, like as a rough guesstimation, he's probably, the shadowy figure's probably about mid 5 foot. Like, do you know what I mean? Like 5'4" maybe. Whereas these eyes are like lingering about 2 or 3 foot above.
Okay.
And as the eyes have
Yeah.
opened, like the shadowy figure's been like oppressed downwards and pushed downwards.
Can I throw something, try and strike the eyes at all, or?
Yeah, I would say you've probably got like a dagger or something on your person. Like, think of like what normal equipment you would have.
Yeah.
Make
I've got that dagger that shoots things, so.
You have the babushka blade, right? Yes. Are you gonna use it like a?
Use it miss my one hit all three of them.
Right. So roll damage, because that's an auto hit. I believe it only sends just a singular one. It's not like the spell.
Guys, I think it's Danny's, not yours.
Am I cutting out again?
There's a problem with Discord. It's happened
Yeah, I think
quite a few people.
Discord's been fucky. Yeah, it's
Okay.
keeps dropping out.
Right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes.
you now.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify, because, yeah, what it is, Ben, it's one singular missile that it sends.
Okay.
It's not like the spell where it sends 3. It's, yeah.
Mm.
What I should probably do is I'll allow, for the sake of, I'm going to allow these blades to be sent out as a bonus action, because it's a single
Yeah.
dart. Do it as a bonus action. Because
Yeah,
that way, in
okay.
theory, you could do an attack action with your rapier, offhand, dart.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to strike like 3 of them, whether that takes me a couple seconds or, yeah, that's fine.
Well, yeah, because you can only do it as a bonus action once. So, like, the first dart would hit one eye, but you
Yeah.
can cast the spell. Well, you can use the ability multiple times. You can 4. You get 4 of them.
Yeah, so I can do 1 a turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that then.
So do the first one.
Is it just a dagger attack?
1d4 plus 1. It's like an actual magic missile dart,
Ah,
and it's an auto hit because nice.
and then the second one.
Oh. Oh.
So yeah, the 2. 1 hits one eye for 5. 1 hits the second eye for 5, and then the last one for 3, I guess.
Yeah, so as these, like, you take, like, over the 18 seconds, and, like, you notice that the thing doesn't react. The eyes do, like, shut for a moment, but, like, stagger slightly and move and shift. But eventually you hit each 3 of them, and the eyes move and stagger backwards, and the shadowy figure does breathe a bit of gap for a moment
Yeah.
of relief. And then you just hear this growled voice. Sooner or later, it's a matter of time, Josiah. But the difference is, I know where she is, and you don't. And you see this staff apparate, and you see it strike down at the shadowy figure, and basically the smoke, like this fish shadow, just dissipates entirely.
A staff.
Yes.
Held by anyone?
You don't see anybody, but you would assume yes.
Do I recognise the voice?
Make a history check. There's a twinge of familiarity, but you can't pin it.
Because I'm thinking Jacob, but can't. I think I'd recognise Jacob's unless it was like altered in some way.
Yeah.
Okay.
The figure move, well, the eyes move towards you, not like charging you.
Mm.
I wonder how much easier this will be once the font of your powers have been nipped to the swords. Do you respond in any way?
I just drew my blade and I just like stand on the ground.
As you draw the blade, you hear like a growled cackling, and this you feel like the rush of wind as something goes to like swipe towards you as it wakes you up. And you were woken up by one of the Ottos that had just opened a window and a breeze has just rolled in, and that's the wind you feel brush across you.
Oh, it's gone. It's changed shifts. I'm like, ah! Yeah. Oh, I don't need the window open.
Apologies, Captain. The room smelled musty. And we'll shut it again.
Got a nose?
No, but we have sensors for when the room is of poor breathing.
Oh. Yes. Is anyone awake on the ship? Yes, Otto.
Nivara probably will be for a, you know, she sleeps 4 hours.
Yeah, the Otto will kind of like tilt its head slightly. Nivara is currently awake. Barnett
I'm always-
is currently asleep. Dax is currently awake. Vlad is currently asleep. Pola is currently asleep. You are currently awake.
Thank you, Otto. Could you get Nivara if?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'll tell. No, he's like, actually, I'll tell everyone in the morning. Right, need.
Okay. This is like dead of morning. This is like dawn anyway. So obviously in a few hours on the fourth and final day where you would expect to potentially be very close to or at 2 point morning.
One thing.
Yeah.
Babushka blade.
It resets at dawn.
Ah, so it's already reset.
Yeah, so what it is, you would have noticed every time you fired a dart, the blade got increasingly smaller.
Yeah.
Once you fire the fourth, there is no blade left. At dawn, they all return.
So I've got four
Yes.
shots again, so I don't know if it was real or not. Okay.
Yeah, because you woke up technically just after dawn, so even still, it would have, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You'll tie everyone over breakfast in the morning.
Everyone eventually gathered for breakfast. And I believe Josiah has something to say to you. Funny, that.
I saw Loxana again.
Oh. Did you ask her whether she wanted us to speed it up or slow it down?
Oh, one, I forgot that, and two, she wasn't in the mood to answer anyway. So it was like, I feel like it might have been Jacob, but it might not have been. But there was 3 eyes that were like trapping her, oppressing her.
Let me clarify as well. By 3 eyes, I mean like think like a human, 2 eyes, and then one that is lengthways, like so, the wrong way for us, in like where the forehead would be.
Okay.
And they were yellow.
Oh. It seems our friend is catching up to us.
You think it's Jacob then?
No.
Oh.
It's Explorer.
Oh.
Yeah,
was
remember
hoping it'd
she
be
appeared in my dream.
And you remember the eyes stood about 7-8 foot tall in the air.
Right. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to throw hands with her soon then.
She's mocking you. 'Cause she's a fiend, remember?
Oh yeah.
A sort of a fiend, yeah. She has some like devilish capabilities. She's probably mocking you.
I was hoping it'd be a sexier dream then.
Oh my word. One track mind.
It was a joke. I don't know. Right. So she's fucking with Loxana's power, and she's trying to stop Loxana. Stop my
I don't
power.
think she is. I'm sorry. Based on
Well,
your.
Yeah.
She's trying to draw you out.
To where? She didn't tell me anywhere.
No, exactly. Meaning that you're probably. She's following us, right? We know that.
Mhm.
We also know Luxana, her body is currently at home, right? And her soul is in the hells.
Yes, but she might know whether Soul is in the hells.
Look, what, Sasmura will?
Yeah, if she's a fiend, as you said.
She's on our path. If
Hmm.
I remember rightly, she cannot falter. It sounds a little bit like she is trying to psych you out. And
Oh yeah, she could. Yeah, I'm sure she's fucking with me. Like I agree with that.
yeah.
I'm just seeing if there's anything useful from it, or if it's just pure fucking
If
with
it
me.
happens again, if it's. What did she say?
And sooner or later, she'll catch up with us. Sooner or later, she'll remove my power. Was kind of the gist of it.
Can you tell me any
one
more?
of the
Like, what-
lines that you remember was where she mentioned, "I wonder how much easier this would be if your font of powers was ended." Or,
Yes.
So she's going after Roxana then.
Yeah.
Cool. Never mind.
Oh.
it's the O's.
Is it seriously just clicking? Like
Yeah.
the entire time I was like, I can't say it's Asmora because I immediately was like,
No, I
Like-
just realised where she's saying she'll be. Get it now.
she's not going to be at the place where you were stabbed, was she?
No. Where we know where Loxana is.
Oh. How the hell does she get there?
Like Owen going on.
Yeah,
She
like
could be under-
yeah, the rest of the party's just hearing these O's.
Yeah, like Novara and Josiah are just like, oh, why?
So she's
thought it-
threatening to kill Loxana in the underwater place.
But still, that sounds like a stupid move to make. All of them seemed accomplished, and Akaye can literally create things out of thin air. But
Yeah.
Sasmora, we do not know her capabilities, and she bit me, and it really hurts. I have a scar.
She bit me.
Like I have-
Charlie bit me.
Like, no, literally, I have a scar now on my shoulder that will always be there for the next 600 years of my life. It's ridiculous.
Good story.
Well, I mean, do you want to just message Fellis just to say? I don't know.
Not today. I'm going to try and keep as much in my tank as I can do for this interaction with the Baroness, just in case it goes poorly. Tomorrow
Right.
I will message Phyllis, if that is okay with you.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they are.
If we
very,
die, it doesn't matter anyway.
well,
I think if we
true.
die, it might end Sasmora's warpath anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Are you ready,
Yes.
Captain? Don't feel nervous at all?
Oh yeah. Well,
You'll be...
The final stretch of this journey is upon you all, as in the horizon you will eventually start seeing the signs of the Baroness Antoinette's fleet.
Paula, the flag,
Yep.
please.
Half sails, and I do the flags.
What flag do you put?
Oh, fuck.
Parlay.
It wasn't just that one.
Oh, fucking hell, I've got to find the message.
Come on, Matt. We've literally been travelling for 4 days, and you couldn't do this earlier? No, you had to bone Josiah instead. Bloody ridiculous.
Worth it.
Focus!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we just assume that I know what the flags are?
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Search in your Facebook chat for flag. It'll pop up, and then you can go up and down.
I'm just fucking with him. I'll let him off. It's okay.
I'm about to say, because otherwise we're just going to sit here for 10 minutes. whilst he
It's
searches
something
it.
I would know, seeing as I've done it multiple
Yeah.
times.
A blue flag.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Half
I don't
sail
remember
is
what chat
correct.
it was in.
Half sail is
Yeah.
correct, and it's a blue flag. White, I believe, was for mercantile and trading. And I believe there was one for yellow and red, but I can't remember those. But you will notice that there are a number of vessels dotted around, a few hundred feet apart from each other, like more so than you remember. As this large, and these are obviously dwarfed by you. The only exception is the Dawning Eye, which you're able to pull yourselves up to slowly. And whereas that long ladder that got rappelled down onto the Wade's Rest before, it kind of gets thrown over and hits the deck and then rolls quite a lot, as the actual ladder is only needed to be about 15-20 foot tall anyway. And you're able to obviously climb up the bit of ladder that you need, and you'll see the first admiral. Right. Welcome all of you back. I suppose, are you all ready to meet with the Baroness now, or do you have other business to conduct first? Preferably with myself, before anything else.
Magical paper, but we can do that after, I believe.
Sorry, Denny cut out then for me. I think
Yeah.
it just might be me.
It cut out.
No, he cut out for me as well.
Yeah, apparently Discord's being a shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But Morgan's basically saying, before you speak to the Baroness, do you have any other business that you are planning to do here, and it'll be dealt with him?
Hello again, Morgan. I'm Navarro. We've been speaking over the past few days.
I recognize
we
the
met
voice.
previously.
Pleasure.
Delighted. We are in need of wizard's paper and inks. Expensive, I know.
I'm sure we can come to some arrangements after your meeting if things go well. Make sure there is anything that you can make use of.
That would be delightful. Thank you.
Very well.
At this point, she's almost like standing to the right, but slightly behind Josiah, so she'll step back into that position a little bit.
Follow me.
Like, you know, deferring. We follow, I assume.
I would hope so too.
Yes.
As you all make your way, and you are led to, for what people can remember, a relatively similar pathway that leads you to the waiting room. Not the waiting room, sorry, but the actual meeting room where you speak with just give me a sec. I'm racking my fucking brain. I'm pissed off because I'm pretty sure I had the token for Morgan. It's gone. It's back. It's all gone. It's all fucking
Like
gone.
tears in the rain.
He's a red tiefling, isn't he? He's a red tiefling with
Yeah.
a lot of like hardware in his face, if I remember rightly.
Kind of, yeah. It doesn't matter. I'm just winding myself up trying to find it because I know it's
Yeah,
not.
it just-
Unfortunately, it's
yeah.
not there.
We don't need it. I think I remember him quite vividly.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that I can get for you at least is the Baroness. I can pop her on screen.
We know what the Baroness looks like. She's on every. Oh dear.
Would you shut up and let me do my thing? God damn it! Stop being a harlot.
A harlot.
That's smart, isn't it?
No. Sex positivity is not harlot. Danny's been a
joke.
harlot, wanting to constantly show off. No, I'm kidding.
It's cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, she's tiny. She keeps moving around.
Yeah, it's because I having to shrink it to fit it because of all the black on the islands. But there is the Baroness, and as you all come in one by one, she's kind of sat on a chair, like leant back, and you can see there's a small like smoker's pipe in her hand. You know, the ones with the long holding handle and the small bit at the end. And she'll kind of place it down. Right, so you've come here, I assume, to conduct business of sorts with that new vessel of yours. Josiah, was
aye.
it?
Aye.
Right. What's your business then?
Essentially, I have a big boat, one of the biggest ships now in the archipelago, and I don't want to upset the balance of power. You're the Baroness. I want you to remain the Baroness, and I want to see what agreement we can have for that to happen.
Well, the first question would be, where did you retain this vessel? Considering it appeared out of thin air, we had no warning of such a vessel entering this archipelago, nor of one being constructed.
No, through magical means, it was given to me. It was from Cesea?
Celsia.
Celsia.
Salzia. We'll see if
True
she
legal
knows.
means.
We'll see if she knows what that is. Right, so you acquired this vessel legally from Celsia.
Aye.
How?
Magically.
More specifically, how? What spell? What magic?
No
Look at
spell.
Ivara.
It was an entity we encountered.
An entity that could spawn a warship.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what this entity was?
Somewhat. It was odd. I mean, they were very helpful, but you know, in that way where you're kind of almost like you're too nice. There's got to be a catch somewhere.
Where did you encounter it?
When we were traveling. We've done quite a bit of traveling over the past couple of weeks.
Where? I feel like you're all dancing around the point.
How about we talk about that later?
Why? Why do you want to talk about it later, when this is arguably one of the most important pieces of the conduction?
Because you are a highly intelligent, powerful woman, and if you got access to an entity that is able to give one ship, I do not know what you will do with it, and I don't think that entity would like us to tell.
Let's just... Well, I think...
I'm paying her a compliment.
No.
I literally just said intelligent and powerful, which you are, both of those things.
But in the same vein, you've basically just told her, I'm not telling you because I don't want you to have cool powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to try and slip into the background for the crit. Thank you. Thank fuck for that. Because Polar is she has loyalty to the Baroness, but really doesn't want to step on anyone's toes.
You want to stay out of this as best as you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Desire will sort of take over again and say it's more the fact of it is come with strings attached. I will probably now be wanted by an entire regime, and it came at a cost. That's why we're coy about it. It's dangerous. It's harmful to who use it.
And yet you all thought that it was dangerous, but more than adequate enough for your own uses.
Well, I didn't know where the boat was going to come from, and then I found out.
They are idiots, Baroness. I don't think I have been... I have told them off quite a few times since.
So, we'll come back to this point in a moment. You now have this vessel, What's your intentions with it? You say you don't want to disrupt the power and the balance here that we currently have, yet just the mere existence of such a vessel will do exactly that.
That's why we came here, to iron that out with you. You know my intention before, I've made it quite clear, is to go for Jacob Prescott.
And after?
That's what...
And after.
Well,
If this vessel
that's-
is truly up to scratch, and you are able to defeat Prescott, what comes after?
well, we can wait. That. What would you like us to do after?
I
I
would
would be doing
I would
is going
like you to tell me what you would intend to do.
probably go and fight Yonti somewhere. Go find runes. Go exploring.
Help me. I believe you have made a promise to us all to help us all, right? We all have our individual things that we need to do.
Oh yes, but that's exploring, isn't it? That's exploring.
Yes.
That's doing quests. That's what we aim to do. We're not being political. Some bounties, maybe, but nothing.
I was gonna say, like, as you're speaking, she kind of sits there silently, and you can tell she's intently thinking and studying everything you're saying. You know, like those types of interviews where the interviewer,
Yeah.
like, for long periods, doesn't speak and kind of lets you keep speaking to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a deafening silence when she doesn't speak. It's quite impressive, the presence she can command for a singular person. Right. So after you defeat Prescott, you intend to chase runes and ruins and fight Snakepeak.
I suspect Jake has been fucking with something, so we probably have to unfuck. Yeah.
And if many of the vessels of this archipelago were to approach you, especially those in the western side, and they wish to conduct combat with you because of having what you possess, what
Yep.
then?
Fight them?
All of them?
What do you mean? If there was an alliance that came to...
The point I'm
get my
making
ship?
is the only reason why ships of your size aren't here is because they're very quickly picked clean by many of the other crews around here that aren't myself. And if you intend to go to where Prescott was, which if I remember right was at Ulster's Den, you're going to be having to deal with a lot of crews wanting precisely what you have. You've put
That's
yourself
fair.
a huge target on your back.
So I've been
And
told.
I'm trying to understand. Are you going to guns blaze and murder everyone that stands in your way? Or do you have another more tactful method? And if
My-
so, I was interested in hearing it.
Right, so this was my idea. And I didn't want to step on toes, and this is why I came here. I would like to have a moot with the other crews of the West. I am not trying to have a power base. I'm just trying to establish my place to exist with my boat in this area. And that's what I want to speak to you about. Obviously, calling a moot would make people think I'm trying to supplant your position, which I'm not. So if you want to mediate that moot, I'm happy with that. And then I can form... I just want to form an alliance or an understanding with those other crews. I don't want to make the ocean run with blood, preferably. I mean, I won't let other people take my ship, but I'd rather do that by agreement.
Morgan, go and fetch me some sea charts, please, of the local areas and of the entire archipelago. I have a plan and I have an idea. Of course, Baroness, I will be back momentarily. And he will kind of step out. A couple of guards will step in to take his place.
Yeah. Whilst he's got, Josiah will say, whilst we're waiting for that, I think Naivar wanted to ask a question about the auntie.
I believe Chikitik would have explained a little bit more about what I had uncovered the last time we were on board the ship.
Chichitik did mention some unusual things that you were working upon, but I did not pay too much mind to them at the time. I was allowing him to conduct his own research and his own looking into things.
Understandable delegation. I can admire it. I was wondering how you found out about the gem in the volcano. Yeah.
There was a crew of mine that were looking at the volcanic material, potentially looking for any gemstones and things in the compounds. They came across a vault inside, and as far
Can you
as...
repeat that all?
Sorry,
It cut out
Daddy.
for me again. Sorry.
Some crew go around volcanic material, then you went.
Yeah.
Right. A crew of mine was attending Scuttler's End, looking to make use of the volcano. They were going to look for any gemstones and precious metals that the lava and other pieces would have created. While they were there, they found a vault. They did manage to go inside, as far as I've been told, and they found what they reported back to me, which I delegated to you.
Why? Why did they not take the gem while they were there?
Well, that is a matter for them to explain to me. They did not retrieve it. They failed. But I had a need for it. So, I sent someone who I thought actually could. Or, at least, if they perished in the process, it wouldn't cause any issues.
Does this seem... I don't want to do like a lie detector thing. Am I picking up on this doesn't
Insight
sound
check.
like what she told us last time? Yeah, I don't want to know if she's telling the lie or truth. I just want to know if her story's changed.
No, that's fine.
Does that make sense? Okay. Insight.
Whilst you do
Can I
that,
do a history check as well to do like what I
Yeah.
trying to remember what she said last time to try
Yeah,
and
sure.
help me out a bit?
Ben, what was you
why
going to say?
did you need the big crystal? Was what Josiah was going to
Right,
ask.
I'll get to that in a
So
second.
that's next.
So with the history check, the how she came across the knowledge was never explained. She never passed that information on. She just said she had him tell of a large crystal in an underground, like, temple. And she told you the island and roughly what beach to go on and to find it. In terms of insight, and this is obviously it's not terribly useful, because the main thing that you're getting is you are getting a slight defensiveness from her, but that's probably more down to the
Line of
fact.
questioning. Yeah.
Well, you've also got to consider the Baroness is not a person that's ever used to, in these situations, being the one, like, she asks the questions, you answer. That is it. It's, again, no one's ever met someone like Nivara, haha, because you're openly, like, trying to probe at somebody who never gets probed at.
Answer these questions, yeah.
Yeah. She tells you, you say okay. Like, if she says jump, you say hey, hi, that's it. The only times people ever even remotely try to question her is her right-hand people, like Morgan. But that's more of, rather than just questioning her, they'll try and, like, suggest and, like, maybe tweak ideas and things to optimize.
That's more of a challenging her to get to a better outcome.
Yeah,
I get it
yeah.
completely, yeah.
Obviously, you can't get much more with that role, but yeah. The thing is, the demeanor is changed, but that's probably more because of just the situation generally. It's hard to tell. But Josiah, sorry, what did you say? What did you say about the crystal?
I just asked her why did she need the big crystal, or what was it for? Like, Why does she need it?
Well, and I was correct in the assumption, but if you must know, the crystal had the ability to summon an elemental. We were able to make use of it and sell it. And put that money to good use. As you can imagine, we had no use of having such thing on our vessels at the moment.
Can you disclose who you sold it to?
Lord, in a country about 3,000 miles or so from here.
Based on my knowledge of where's it would be 3,000 miles away from here, whereabout is that?
I will put the world map on.
Thank
Fucking
you.
hell. And you've got that red circle is where the archipelago is.
Yeah.
She's just gonna
So
draw a
3,000
fucking
miles.
radius now. And she's gonna fucking... she gonna do it.
Hmm.
3,000 miles.
It's just everyone's there measuring like...
It's literally
Okay.
anywhere on the map.
Yeah. Ah!
Or was it
It's
specifically?
around here.
It's on the outskirts.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Okay.
that must have taken forever to get there. But yeah.
Oh no! Don't you? Does this come out of the darkness behind us?
No, sorry, that was a Matt question, not a.
Oh damn it!
No, Polar is staying out of it. Well, I suppose I could. Yeah. Now that the whole genie situation is done.
Don't bring it back up again. I'm hoping to let that die a death.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The people we
Yeah.
sold it to had a problem with an elemental of their own. And considering the
Really?
elemental that we sent had a polarizing element, it was able to defeat it. Or at least, in theory, it is.
Was it fire by any chance?
Yes, given the
Yeah.
fact that the gem was a ruby in nature, the elemental we was able to conjure was indeed a fire elemental.
Can I just say, out of character, yeah, it's the ice golem.
Do you want to know out of character? It kind of is.
It's the ice golem.
Yeah, I got them.
Timeline makes sense
Bear
as
in
well.
mind, this is like 60 years in the future, so it would have awoken by now.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh dear.
that is cool.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
I love it. Understandable. Oh, would you happen to know any other locations like the one that has any Yanti iconography? Obviously, for information, we might be able to strike up some trade as well.
I'm sure we could come to terms with an arrangement for information. It's about this point that Morgan steps back in with a few scrolls and places them on the desk. And you'll see that her and Morgan start spreading the one map out and like using like paperweights to hold it down.
Oh yeah, Naivara is like immediately looking at the map and just
You're about,
scanning.
yeah, because you're about 10 foot away.
Do
But
you know,
I can imagine, I'd imagine
Oh, yeah,
you're on
she's
tippy
creeping
toe. Like you're on like
Danny, have
tippy
you-
toes looking down.
Danny, have you just given a full map of the archipelago?
That's what I'm about to do, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
you
warning
like-
you in case you wanted to keep things hidden.
No,
No,
I was.
it's about time now.
It was. I think it's fair. It's intentional.
We've done it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Baroness just sees like Naivara just step into view right next to her, and she's like, like this, like as she's looking over the map.
Are you guys ready to have your
Super
minds blown?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, I thought I remembered that it was a skull. I was like sitting here ages ago going, I remember the early like
Yeah,
edits
yes.
of it.
We were told.
And
We were
it was a
told there was a
skull.
skull island. Yeah, we
Amazing.
didn't know where it was.
Ooh.
Well, there's a lot more to the west than I thought it was going to be.
I
I
am
think
slowly
the problem
revealing
is
it all.
we
It's just
can't go
being. It's
there.
being a shit. Just give me a sec.
What's
Because what
that?
it is, when
The-
you try and reveal like to the edge of the map, it kind of resets sometimes. But there you go. So I'm going to zoom out just so you guys can, so chat can see. But this is the Shock
That-
Jade Archipelago.
Yeah, that's
There's
the
that
other
whirlpool.
location. There's the whirlpool. So we literally looped around. That Cryo's infiltration.
It's frosty.
Oh my god.
Mm.
We've literally been skipping around somewhere called what's that? The Hermit's Home.
home.
Yeah, because you guys can now see the
Oh.
bits that like you guys have been sailing past.
Black
Because we're always
Falls.
going to Ivory Sands. That
Hold
we've
on.
just
No.
there's an island
Can we
there.
go to
Yeah.
Slopping Sands?
What?
Slopping Sands.
Sloping.
Is it
Are
sloping?
you
Oh,
saying
sloping.
sloping?
Sloping Sands,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's one P, yeah, sorry.
Where's the sloping sands?
There isn't one. Oh, there is. Sorry, my bad.
It should be.
Well, I think as well. So from what I remember, is this one also has a Yuan-Ti potentially, like a Yuan-Ti thing, because that's what GT Tick said. It was Los Granes or whatever it is. I can't say that word.
Granadas.
Granadas, thank you. Also potentially New Horizons, but they got eradicated years ago because New Horizons is now a occupied place. That and Underbelly Descent. But the west is obviously dangerous for us, so yeah.
Yeah, essentially, the eastern side is more or less controlled by the Baroness, whereas the western side is a bit more Wild West.
Nivara is using her key mind and that kind of eidetic memory thing.
But
to go-
do
you know what I mean?
I did want to eventually show the map, and I felt
Yeah.
it was fair that now was coming
Yeah.
up to a point, because it's chapter 4 now. This is session 22.
And we're speaking to the big boys who've got big maps. So.
Yeah, big boys, big maps.
Yeah.
But do you guys like it?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
A lot
Because
of
it's
islands.
obviously the one thing is I always want to just show you the entire map. But I was like, no, I think it would be better if we did it this way. But I've been dying to show you guys for ages.
Some interesting things.
Yeah.
Is it shot
What's
stay
the
or is
thing?
it supposed to be short
No, it's shot.
stay?
It's
short?
shot. Well, shot is. It's like the intention is shot stay. It's slang for short stay because you're gone like a shot.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It was a play on words, but you know what I mean. Like you know, you're gone like a shot, so to shot stay.
Mm-hmm.
But I get, yeah, it looks like a typo, but no, it was intentional.
Wait, that's an occupied area.
And that's where Shell's from, Ben.
Ah, Scully's Hideaway, yeah.
Wait a minute, there's Fire Island. There's a place called Fire Island.
Yeah, we knew that.
Fire Isle settlers.
I know.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
already
know.
made the Firefest joke. We
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. I don't
Yeah,
have keen
'cause-
mind.
Yeah,
There's quite a number of islands here that now you have access to, like in terms of visual.
Mm.
And one ironically called Genie's Lament. I named it as such because when I made the island, it kind of looks like a genie lamp.
It does a little
It
bit.
does, yeah. That's why I called it that. Because most of these islands probably would have been named after what it looks like, what it does. You know what I mean?
Mhm. So, what is your plan, Baroness?
Well, it's a soul vessel. As I've explained, you would have a lot of people trying to put a target on your back and causing many disruptions. And as I appreciate Josiah, and she will beckon you guys to look at the map if you wish. The point is, we don't want to fill this sea with blood. While it would make things easier if everything was controlled by a singular person, that is not possible without bloodshed. So at the minute, keeping the balance as best as we can is the best option. So, I'm going to see if you can figure this one out. If having you go in as an independent vessel is dangerous and will cause much bloodshed, what do you think I'm proposing here, considering the stability on the eastern side?
That I established some alliances in the west and be something in the west, or I work with you. I'm not quite sure which one you're hinting at. Because
Well-
it sounds like you're telling me you are... Your poo control can't reach any further. That's what you're telling me.
The point being is, the vessels in the west, the crews in the west, never venture to the east because they know they are not welcome. They know they cannot take over because we have a foothold. And if you are a member of the same group, they, in theory, will leave you be and present.
So we sail the Baroness's colours.
Precisely, Polar.
Mhm.
Precisely. At the moment, we have a number of vessels under our dominion, and I'm offering for the Alls to join.
Very well. I figured this might be the way to get it will go. Is it what? Or if I fly under your flag, am I still within reason? Got my own parameters.
Yes. Although, at times, we may call upon you to do some work. For example, when you came here looking for someone to deal with Prescott. In theory, you could be one of those vessels we would have called upon if the job was completed and conducted. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But those
Aye.
vessels have full autonomy within reason up until the point they are called upon. And they are compensated for any time they are called upon as well. It's not merely pennies or nothing. The only main points other than that is we will have a plate installed in your vessel that I know Chichitik has shown you, which will give us and yourselves access to here and us to you. Basically,
teleport thing?
basically, they're teleportation runes. And what they do is they have shelves where they've got them all stacked up for different places in the world as well as different ships. And they pull them out, pull individual ones out as needed, and activate them to teleport to and from.
Cool.
It was a room Chichiki showed because it like the room for like where they buy and sell a lot of their like unusual goods and stuff was there and things like this.
He will look over to Novara to see
Who's BRB'd.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you're on your own. You're flying solo, baby boy.
I think that's reasonable. No, Novara.
Hey, you can consult
back.
wisdom now. Quick, consult the wisdom before you fuck up.
Yep.
What?
The one
What's
thing
going on?
it is we have to bend the knee basically, which was
Join the Baroness's crew.
I'll briefly explain,
Or
but without
fleet.
all the fanciful words. Essentially, the suggestion is that nobody in the West fucks with the Baroness or the ships that work for her because of
Too big.
everything. It's like how you don't want to attack a treaty, like you don't want to attack NATO because you don't want the entire NATO to attack you. She's offering essentially you guys to join, be a part of her fleet. You would have full autonomy, with the exception of there would be times that you would probably be called upon and compensated for to do jobs. She gave the example of if you paid her to kill Jacob, the ships that she would have called upon to do that job, you guys might be like
get
that.
the money.
Yeah, that you would have been paid to do it as well as other crews that would have joined you and things of that sort of nature. The other point is as well, do you remember that Chichitik showed you the teleporter room? Rose?
Yes.
A teleporter would be put on your ship, which would give you access to the Dawning Ire and the Dawning Ire access to you as well. So a plate would be installed on your ship, and a plate would then be put into the Dawning Ire's like shelvings, so that
That's
you could gain
the-
access and stuff.
That's the bit Josiah would have looked over to Novara.
This is why
'cause
I'm
the
repeating
rest
it
of
without the
yeah.
fanciful language, just so catch her up.
That's the bit he looks a bit unsure of. The rest of it makes sense to him, and he seems confident in. But a teleporter being installed, he is a little thingy about.
There are many reasons for having the teleporter installed than merely just checking up on you. It gives you access to resources and materials if needed. As well as us to you, again, if a job comes, it is much easier for us to do that than waste our spells casting sending, which I appreciate is sometimes not an option but to use.
Would
Can I make a
you
history
you have
check?
another way? Oh.
What are you history checking?
Has the Baroness ever her agreements.
Slaughtered an entire ship. Yeah.
Yeah,
like, kind
it's like, is she like, how is this like a loose alliance, or does she will come teleport loads of people and
There's
take
no
over the
history.
ship?
There's no history check required. The Baroness has scuttled a number of ships in her past, dozens. But as far as you've been made aware, there has been reasons for doing so almost every single time. There has never been... she's always been known to be extremely honourable, at least in keeping to agreements and deals and things like this. But if they're broken, she will put the full might on you instantaneously. Because she doesn't ever want to be allowed to be perceived as weak, so anybody that's ever crossed the Baroness, especially those that have dealt with deals, normally are squashed within the day, unless it takes a long to travel.
If we were to put a teleportation on our ship, would this grant us access to the bazaar?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd obviously have to warn us that you intend to use it beforehand, because we store our teleportation plates on shelves. And trust me, you do not want to teleport there.
As you know, I am able to converse quite easily with people at great distances now.
Yes, well, the more important point is not teleporting yourself into others and potentially causing fatal catastrophes. If you allow us, we can set it up.
Is there a way that maybe say if at the moment our everything aligns, what happens in the future if it no longer aligns and you decide to get rid of us? Do we at least know that we are being cut free, or do you do other things? Say if we wanted to leave at some stage and retire, do we get that opportunity, or are we forever on the seas? I just mean, for me, it is a little bit of a longer contract than most.
Well,
The members of the crew are more flexible, but it's more important that the captain is agreed. Obviously, we would prefer not to end our business relationships if we can help it, and we would like to maintain them for as long as possible.
Yes, I think my quartermaster's
Depending on the
asking is
situation and
yeah.
depending on the circumstance, it is entirely dependent. I'm sure you understand.
The Baroness has never broken a contract. I know that. He looks at Nivara. He's like, but I think my quartermaster's asking, is there ways to amiably end the contract?
Well, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
I was let free to join another crew.
You are still a member of our crew, Polar. We just allowed you to go under tutelage.
Right, yes.
But if we're all under the same flag, then that helps as well.
The main point is you're going to get protection from merely my name. You're going to have access to the bazaar and other opportunities when they arise that you will be compensated and paid for.
It's not a dictatorship, is it? Like, it seems like a coalition of people that have all just signed up to be part of this fleet working together.
As I've said, until you are called upon, you have full autonomy. Although there will be an expectation for you to respond if you are called upon.
Aye. Oh, yeah. Which we would want from you.
Unless you have extenuating reasons of why you can decline, there would be no expectation in which you would decline unless you have a very good reason for.
Which makes sense, because if we're attacked, we would want people to answer. So.
And that's the point as well. If you ever are accosted by members outside of this group, out of my fleet, you would have the protection of all of the other pirates as well. And the same way, I would expect you to defend those of your same.
Does this level of protection reach out to the crew members?
It does.
Aye.
While you are a member of the crew of a ship that is under my fleet, you are a member of my fleet. you're all afforded the same protection.
It is agreeable from my point. Josiah, obviously you have final say, but the benefits outweigh the
Yeah, aye.
The-
It keeps
the
us what we
collar.
need to do. I think you'll look at all the crew. I think the one thing is, though, there's a cleric who's asleep at the minute.
Yes.
And
That's going to be a problem, yeah.
And he will
Yeah.
be on my boat, but he probably will not be part of the fleet, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, so long as you deal with that adequately yourself, then at the end of the day, so long as your fleet and your crew doesn't go against our code of conduct, I don't particularly care how you run your ship.
Very well.
Or who is on it, so long as the code is honoured.
There we are. I find that agreeable. Is it a contract or a handshake?
Just bear in mind, there will be a verbal and handshaking contract, but just bear in mind that if people on your vessel do go against the code, it will be expected for you to deal with it. If you have someone that you believe might be a problem, it might be worth explaining this detail beforehand.
Out of character, is it like a yeah? That's what I was.
Yeah, can we find out what the actual code is?
I'll get it. I'll send it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously it's going to be perfectly fine, but it'd just be nice to know what it is.
It is an honourable code of conduct, but I haven't got it written down, but
No.
I will get it to you.
It's just like honourable code of conduct. Don't fuck with the fleet.
And I will say verbally, properly as well. Stella, thank you for the raid. It is appreciated. I do hope you stick around. Well, I do hope you stick around for other streams, but you have caught us right at the end of the stream, and I am so fucking sorry. We actually ran over. We're 10 minutes over, and you raided 5 minutes ago, so I do apologize. But I appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how many you raid and when you raid, you chose, and I appreciate being chosen. But in terms of the stream, for YouTube at least, the recording is going to end imminently. So I thank you for watching on YouTube, and make sure to watch the streams live in the future, baby. See you later.